Oh, did I say that?
What am I witnessing?
Who the fuck is this guy?
Big ass man status.
Sorry, there's football on right now. Playing the parade?
Season 2, baby. Let's get it.
Welcome to Thielet and Graves podcast. My name is Thielet,
My name is Graves.
and we're just two dudes who like to yap about sports. Welcome back to Thielet and Graves podcast. My name is Ryan Thielet,
My name is Isaac Graves.
and today we're joined by the one, the only, Matt Palange.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, Matt, just give us a brief overview who you are for the people at home who don't understand.
Well, if you don't know me, you're missing out. You're living on a rock, right? No, I'm kidding. My name is Matt. I'm a senior here at Point Park. I am involved in some numerous sports media here, including the Sports Com Club. I'm the co-president, and I'm also a producer for Pioneer Sideline, where most of us kind of met, where we all kind of met and just like got along and bonded really, really well. So that's kind of it. I mean, I also work on some like student leadership stuff on campus, like the summer camps and stuff like that. I used to be in student life. But yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm happy to be here and talk some ball with you guys, show off my ball knowledge to you guys.
So before we jump into the ball and talk about NFL ball, which we're going to discuss with you, what led you to come here at Point Park and accept the other schools you had? Because you're not from here. You're from Cleveland originally.
Yeah. I would say the first thing was like, my path to coming to Point Park is like so unique to me because I actually didn't really get into that many schools because I didn't have the best. Like I did not care in high school at all. Granted, now I'm happy it's a lot better. I just didn't really care in high school. I didn't take things serious, so I didn't get into that many schools. So I kind of just looked at like what school. And I looked through a lot of numerous like majors and stuff, and at every school that I actually got accepted into, and then I saw sports communications, and that was the first time I didn't like second guess the career, because I always say like if you're second guessing like what you want to do, you probably don't want to do it, and sports communications was the first thing where I was like, oh, like I want to do that, so that's why I'm here. I saw it was the first thing that stood out to me as something I was really interested in, and ever since then it's been a great decision by me.
So, before we actually get into this, you may be wondering, what the hell are we doing behind a gray wall? So we got into the studio around 2:30 today, and because of the storms that happened last weekend, we had no lights. So this is what we're stuck with. Yeah.
It beats Riverside.
It does beat Riverside. Maybe. We'll see how this audio sounds.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be the true test.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not hold it in anymore. Let's talk about some NFL football. With Matt today, we're talking about NFL football and talk because it's that time of year again.
My favorite.
I love this time of year.
College basketball is my favorite sport, man.
All right, let's get started. We're going to start with the NFL free agency. Yes, we are a week removed from the big NFL free agency Monday. We are officially on the Monday of the week after. So let's get started with the AFC. The AFC East. Let's get started with the Bills.
All right. The Bills. I'm trying to find everything.
The Bills, DJ Moore is the first thing to mention. I think that they made a trade of a gap that they've been so desperately for, especially since they lost Stephon Diggs. And even with Diggs, he had a couple good years there, but his late stint in Buffalo was kind of a little rough. I would say overall, they re-signed Dawson Knox, if I remember that correctly,
yes.
But DJ Moore was the biggest signing because they've never really. At the trade deadline last year, they needed a cornerback, which they still haven't done. They still need to get a secondary so bad because it holds them back. But most importantly, this team got a wide receiver finally, and I think DJ Moore is a great player. I think Josh Allen finally has a weapon, and I would say that their offseason has been solid just based on the fact that they filled one of their biggest needs.
Yeah, I agree. One thing that I had in my draft board and my mock drafts for the past couple weeks is the fact that they're drafting first-round receiver. And the addition of DJ Moore, yeah, that's the number one guy. But you also got to still go draft another guy. 'Cause there's nobody else that's going to be another number two that's going to be a solid number two for them.
Because there's no way they're going to keep Keon Coleman.
Oh, there's no way.
Oh, yeah, he's not going to play. He's not going to play.
No. So, and I love the fact that they signed Dawson Knox. They also got a center to help Josh Allen on the offensive line front. They got an edge rusher.
Their biggest loss really is Teron Johnson.
Yeah.
That's a big loss, actually. Their defense needs help. Like they're not like a one-man show, but I feel like they do heavily rely on Josh Allen to be a playmaker. And we see games like in the playoff game where he sometimes he's turnover prone. When he turns over the ball, they lose because you have to find a way to bail him out when he has a bad game. And every time Josh Allen plays bad or they don't score a lot of points, they lose. So definitely need to add some secondary help. And my biggest thing is I don't think that like I don't think they should draft wide receiver. I think they should draft secondary, but I don't see like guys like Mansour Delane falling to Buffalo. I think he's gonna be gone by like 12 to Dallas. Like
That's why at that point, like I'm thinking while I'm drafting, I say, okay, we're at pick. I think they're like 20 or like in that 20, they're like 15 to 20 range, and you're like, okay, there's no good secondary left for this to be a reasonable first rounder. That's why I was thinking, okay, well, what else do they really need? They don't need a running back. They don't need a quarterback, and this quarterback class is awful.
Yeah.
I will keep saying that until the day I die.
Yeah, I don't even think Mendoza's that great, but that's a different story.
But no, I think they need to go grab that another number 2, and they secure their tight end room with Knox and Kincaid. That's your 1-2 combo with them, and then a running back, and they just got to use James Cook. So
yeah, he's a stud.
That's the thing. They got to use Cook.
He's a stud.
So grades for the Bills, I'm gonna say B-.
I'm actually with that. B- is good, but you have to get that secondary some help.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a B. With if they would have done more, I would have given them a B+. I would like a little more secondary help.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over to the dumpster fire called Miami Dolphins.
I got nothing about this team, honestly. Malik Willis is not going to take you over the hump. This team's going to be bad next year. I want to give them like an A+ simply for the fact that they should be really bad because they don't have anything. Like, I don't know, the Tyreek Hill situation, like, I don't even know if that guy's going to play next year. Jalen Waddle's good. A-Chain's good. Like, they have offensive weapons. You just have to hope Malik Willis, like, balls out.
They lost so much, though.
They lost their entire team, and especially in their back end in the secondary. They lost Minka. They lost
the Jets.
And then they lost a couple corners. Like, they lost a couple edge rushers. And it's like, at this point, you just completely dismissed your defense, and then you draft majority offense. I mean, not draft, you sign majority offense.
Yeah.
And 2 kickers. Who signs 2 kickers at their free agency?
Dude, they're cooked.
And their number 1 receiver, their number 2 receiver is Tutu Atwell right now.
He's a decent receiver, but
he's like a really good wide receiver 3 or 4. You can't Waddle and Atwell just like kind of play similar. Waddle's just better. Like, he's good. Like, I agree with you. Tutu's bad.
At this stage in his career, is Jalen Waddle even a wide receiver 1?
I think he can be. I mean, he was always behind Tyreek Hill, so it's like that's a big question mark. And we're gonna see with Malik. Like, that's just so fun. That team, easy F, but I think that they should try to lose games.
I agree. I mean, this class coming up for quarterback wise or receiver wise is so much more strong than the class we have right now.
It's a good year to tank.
And the thing about Malik Willis is that me and him argued about this a couple of weeks ago. Last time we shot, like when the rumored number was $60 million for Malik Willis, I said hell no at that point. I said he played 3 good games in the 4 years he's been in the NFL.
Yeah.
That those 3 games should not be worth $62 million.
Yeah, I agree.
And excluding whatever position you play. So I'm going with an F for them.
Yeah, I'm going to give them an F as well.
I think it's pretty easy, yeah.
Let's go to New England. They are the runners up for the NFL this year.
Do you want to do a reigning defending in here?
Yeah. Well, we'll get to when the actual reigning defending team gets there.
Get ready to have your
like Bruce Buffer?
Yeah.
Okay, from UFC?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
I actually think they had, off the top of my head, I don't have anything written down, so I'm going off my head. I actually think I remember them getting, a defensive lineman that's really good, an offensive lineman that's good.
Their biggest pickup is Kevin Byard.
Okay.
Which is a pretty good...
I have to, disagree. I think their biggest move is Romeo Doubs. Say what you
want
about Doubs.
They bring in Doubs.
That brings, honestly, a younger receiver than
it was Draymond Jones.
Yeah, it's also another great pickup. But the Romeo Doubs, you get younger than Diggs, no headaches out of him compared to what you dealt with Diggs.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you get a more consistent guy in the playoffs.
And they bring in Elijah Vera Tucker.
Good offensive lineman, yeah.
Agreed.
I think they just got better. They had a good year last year. It's hard to repeat a season you just had. They were kind of an out of nowhere team. I mean, they just made the big game, came in second. I think that they're fine, but they got better. So I mean, I can't say anything below a B.
I'm giving them B+. They got rid of headaches and gained more talent.
Yeah, I'm going to go B+. Their biggest loss really is Jalen Hawkins, which really isn't a big...
It isn't a loss that's going to kill your entire franchise.
No, I don't think it will. I think they're fine. I think they had a good offseason.
All right, let's go to the Jets. Jets, their list of moves is insane. I'm going to just run through these names. They traded Geno Smith from the Raiders with a 2026 7th round draft pick in exchange for a 2026 6th round draft pick. That's a horrible signing. Then you got franchise tag Brees Hall again. I don't see Brees finishing the season with the Jets.
Nope.
He's a Cowboy.
Okay. They signed another unknown running back.
Can you tell who he's a fan of?
Yeah. Hey, they signed a fullback, a tight end that's unknown, offensive guard that's Dylan
Parham?
Parham.
Yo, that guy's actually him. You just don't know ball, bro.
Max Mitchell, offensive lineman, edge rusher Kingsley. They basically got a whole new defense.
Bro, this is offseason. I had it written down and I erased it. But I remember the Jets. They got Minka, Osai. I think their offseason was really, really good. Like, they're actually promising for a turnaround. The problem is they're still bad. Like, the thing is...
Because they don't have a quarterback.
They have Geno.
They don't have a quarterback. They don't have a quarterback.
I guess that's true. They still don't have a QB.
They have Defensive Player of the Year, Geno Smith, right there.
Like, in our first mock that we did, I had them taking Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably what they should do.
It's still a dumb
It's just a reach, though, low-key.
Like,
Ty Simpson's good. Ty Simpson's your best bet, though.
Second overall, I had them at, like... Because they have a second first-round pick. Like, I think it was, like, 14 or 15.
It was the later pick. I had him taking Ty.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, but...
Cade York is still playing football.
Cade York, Jets legend.
That's insane.
That's exciting.
But no, I think the move that I love the most is the Minka trade. They acquired him for a day 3 pick, which is a 7th-round draft pick.
He looked
and
miserable.
then signed him for 3 years for $40 million.
He looked so miserable in his opening press conference. It was insane.
I mean, he's on the Jets, bro.
Yeah, he's on the Jets right now. It doesn't get more miserable than that.
Yeah.
No, but I give him a solid C with the fact they're still going to be bad.
Yeah, I think they had a good offseason, but they're just going to be bad. I'll get... yeah, I guess C is, like, the best way to go here.
I'll go C+.
They made a lot of moves.
All right, let's go to our division.
Oh, here we go. Your division, not our.
Sorry.
Well, Browns a little bit.
I'll start with the Ratbirds.
The Ratbirds.
Love their offseason. They scammed the entire NFL. I don't know how they got away with that, but they did. They saved money, saved their first-round picks, and got one of the best edge rushers in football. Like, probably like the 5th or 6th best edge rusher in the game.
This whole thing feels shady as hell.
I know, it is weird.
Talk about that real quick, that trade. So...
They got robbed by the Raiders, genuinely.
First of all, that trade in general was so one-sided.
Yeah.
I mean, say like Max Crosby's good, but he's not a
2 first-round picks.
Yeah, that's an insanely overpriced for him. No, like the rumors are that he came in overweight, his knee's still messed up, but at that point you're you're picking up a guy that's coming off a knee injury. How do you expect him to come in? He's not going to come in at tip-top shape.
And they even said his recovery is perfectly on track. Like, there's nothing wrong with it at all, which is why I was like really confused that the physical, because people can fail physicals, but the thing is that like his physical that he failed was just the knee, which they knew he had surgery, so he was on recovery and he was on pace. What they said was that he was on track for recovery. So the fact that the Ravens got away with it is crazy to me. They didn't really do that much other than Hendrickson, but I thought that their offseason was just very, very successful because they filled in their biggest need. I
was so excited when Trey said he wasn't going to play for the Bengals anymore. I said, oh, great. We're not going to see him twice a year. We're still seeing him twice a year for the next 4 years.
I don't like that they lost so much. They lost Draymond Jones. They lost Tyler Linderbaum, which is big.
I want to say easy.
Yeah.
No, that's a pretty big loss, in my
opinion. Alohi Gilman, Patrick Ricard, Keaton Mitchell, who looked like a really promising back.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I think that like I love their offseason because they filled in their biggest need while also being able to keep all their picks. They got away with that badly, but I think
there might be retribution coming though.
Yeah, I think they might get some.
You can't just let that because teams are just going to start doing that now.
Yeah,
it's something like it's not perfect. They're going to be like, oh well, screw this. We're not gonna stay on course with this trade, and we'll just resend everything.
Yeah.
When that notification came through, I had to hold. I was in spring break, so the mindset you are in spring break, I had to be like, what the f***? Like, I went through 3 different media outlets and said, there's no way this is true. But I give them a B.
I'm gonna go A-. They did lose a lot, but I think that that's a big need for them, so I'm gonna go A-.
C. I don't.
I think that's a little rough, Isaac.
I don't like that they lost as much as they did.
I also don't think Hendrickson is like that good. He had a lot of sacks like the previous season, not this most recent season, but I don't think he's like no, he is that good actually. He's a very, very good edge rusher, and he is their biggest need. Like they need an edge rusher badly.
I like the Hendrickson pickup, but it's just there's so much gone that it doesn't make sense right now.
Yeah.
What do you want them to draft in the first round now?
I think they probably want to go. I keep saying this team should always go receiver because I just don't think their receiving core is good outside of. I think Zay Flowers has a drop issue too, so I still think they should go wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean the receiver room is okay because Zay Flowers is an insane deep threat.
Yeah,
he
he is.
Bateman is consistently under.
But now you lost Isaiah Likely, which was basically a third receiver for them halfway through the year.
And Andrews is washed.
And,
there's not enough
Andrews
tight
can't catch
end.
the ball when it matters.
Yeah.
I think they should go secondary first round.
Yeah, I think that's a good
Now,
shout.
if they have a bad year, is Lamar staying, or do you think Lamar's going?
Yeah, I think they'll pay him enough for him to stay, but I think
'cause he's a free agent next year, right?
Yes.
yeah, I think they'll pay him enough to stay, but I could see him going maybe.
All right, let's go over to the Bungles. We're going to talk about Cincinnati. They didn't really... What they did is that they try to revamp their defense with the fact of losing Trey. They picked up an edge rusher for 3 years, $60 million, of Boy Mafe. Signed 3 years, $60 million. I think that's a nice, easy deal for him. I don't think they overpaid for him.
Yeah, Maffe's really, really good. He just had a good year. I mean, obviously he helped the Seattle Seahawks win it all. I think he's a great player. He's very, very underrated. He doesn't like fill the stat sheet, but he makes all the right plays. He's smart. He just makes all the right plays, but it doesn't replace Hendrickson. And I actually think this team can be good. They just have a big issue. Their quarterback's never healthy. I still think they need some O-line help, which they didn't get.
They need a lot of O-line help.
If I'm not mistaken, they lost a lineman, right? Didn't they lose like Orlando Brown?
No, they signed
Orlando
him.
Brown re-signed.
Okay.
2 years, $32 million for the extension. Includes $14 million in signing bonus and $3 million annually in per game roster bonuses.
Okay.
Now, in terms of the losses, they lost Hendrickson, obviously. They lost Osai. They lost Noah Fant, Cordell Volson, Marco Wilson.
These are all nobodies. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're fine.
exactly. And they also added a great defensive lineman, which was their, besides our secondary, like the deep secondary, their most issue was pass rush because Trey was playing, I wouldn't say, like, he was playing great, but he was also playing, like, I don't want to be here anymore at one point.
Also,
So they added Jonathan Allen.
A lot of their free agents on defense are still unsigned.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they could bring them back.
I think their sneaky pickup here is going to be Jonathan Allen. I think he's going to have a nice, quiet, good year for them.
Yeah.
I give them an A on the fact that they're trying to revamp their defense.
I think B- because they didn't lose enough to like be bad. They have to be healthy, but I think that they have to add. I hope they draft a defensive player.
I'm gonna go B, but I think they might be cooking something.
All right, you ready to go to Browns?
The trash cans.
What a team! I love the Browns. Off the top of my head, Quincy Williams was a good pickup. They got offensive lineman from the Chargers. Yeah.
Texans, Titus Howard. Well, also, and Zion Johnson.
Yeah, Zion Johnson was the guy they got from the Chargers, and I'm like, dude, how can you get a Chargers offensive lineman if you remember their O-line last year?
It was awful.
But I know Zion Johnson's like decent apparently, but it's just like I think the Browns quarterback issue is there. Unless you like Shador Sanders, you might like Shador. I like Shador Sanders. I like perfect timing. I like Shador. Prime time.
Oh,
But I don't think
Are they gonna run?
they are gonna. I think Deshaun Watson's gonna start, which is
Deshaun's
embarrassing.
gonna come back.
They're gonna run to catch a predator.
The Browns is the Browns, so I don't think they need some generational moves, in my opinion. And I think that
Did that joke just click in your head?
yeah, I was trying to go by it, and then I just like couldn't hold it in anymore. That was good. That was really good. Yeah, I also follow the Browns pretty closely. I'm from Cleveland, so they're my second favorite team. They're
your AFC team.
They're my AFC. Yeah, we'll go with that. I like the Browns, but I think that they're just very, very far away from winning stuff because they don't have a quarterback. They don't really have a consistent run game. Oh, I guess they do now with Judkins. He's pretty solid. They don't have good wide receivers, in my opinion. I think that they should have addressed that badly. I don't think Jerry Jeudy's good. Cry about it, Browns fans. You know he's not good. Their secondary's good. I like their secondary a lot. The offensive line needs a little bit of work, and I think that they just need to fix they have so many problems.
The thing about the defense that worries me is that they don't have their defensive coordinator now, which is a Hall of Fame coordinator, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They should have named him head coach.
So how good
Probably
is that is that defense without him?
I mean, they have a new head coach. We'll see, but like, it's just so up in the air for me. That's this Browns team. They're just not good on pace. They're just not. You see the way they perform. Like they're not good. They just don't produce enough.
I give them an F.
I'm giving them a C plus. They made moves.
Yeah, I'll go C plus because I do like the O-line ads with Titus Howard, Elton Jenkins, and
Zion Johnson.
And Zion Johnson.
And then I also think that adding Quincy Williams is a good defensive help too.
Yeah.
Mm. All right, great. Let's go to us. Well, me and Isaac's team.
Okay.
Let's go to the Steelers. So, yes, you probably saw our Instagram videos. We broke down the Pittman, and as I did the video on the beach. Definitely a weird experience doing a video on the beach for the podcast. Doing it without a mic was a little weird too. Not to hold a mic. But let's just go dive deep into it. Rico Dowell, we signed him, which I was very happy when I got that notification. I thought,
really like
honestly, besides Pittman, that was our best move we made. And I like Jalen Warren is a good RB2, but Rico brings some more of an explosive than an RB1 that we would have lost completely without Kenny Gainwell as we lost him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't love the losses. Isaac Seumalo to the Cardinals, that's a big O-line hole. It also is looking like reports are coming in that Miles Killebrew is heading to Tampa Bay as well.
Okay. I can say my opinion about the Steelers. I like their offseason. I'll be honest. They were one of my best offseasons, which sucks because I can't stand that team. They're my least favorite team in the NFL by far. I think they have the worst fans too. You guys haven't mentioned Jamal Dean yet. I thought that was a great pickup.
Yeah, Jamel Dean.
I thought, well, PFF, say what you want about PFF, but like he's still the third best corner. And have him
He's
on
good.
the other side of JPJ, who hasn't let a touchdown in for so many games in a row.
Overrated, so overrated by
I don't
Steelers
think he's
fans.
that
That
much
guy's
of an
so
overrated
mid, bro.
quarterback.
Penalty issues. No, he's good. He is
He does
good.
have penalty problems a little bit,
But
Yeah, he
I
also
think
got Diggs on his team.
Pittman was
so,
a salary. Pittman was the Colts didn't want to pay him, and he didn't want to pay him, so they just got rid of him. I think that was a horrible decision by them because I think Pittman's really, really solid. I think he doesn't do anything elite. He just does a lot of things very well. So I think Pittman's a good fit on that team, especially outside of DK Metcalf. You now added a more short, medium threat. DK can kind of just run straight. He's never been a great route runner. He's just very physical. Pittman is a good route runner who can get some separation and just add a safety net for the Steelers. I love their offseason. Rico, I'm a little like, I think he's better than Kenneth Gainwell for sure. So I like Rico. I think that they had a really, really good offseason. They who knows? They needed to secure their quarterback spot down, but we'll see what happens there. I think the Steelers had a good offseason though.
The one thing that I hate about our offseason is the fact that we gave more years and more money to Cam Hayward.
I agree.
I think the fact that we are allowing him to cry and let him to keep crying for more money and more years when he's on the very tail end of his career. I don't see him finishing this 2-year contract.
I don't either.
So why are we paying him an extra year for him not to be here? It's just a waste of a move, waste of capital.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I think Cam Hayward's getting older. I actually hated when they paid him in the first spot.
Me too.
I didn't like that they paid him.
I was very upset.
Because they paid him and Freiermuth around the same time. I didn't like either. I thought they just paid too many years and too much money for them. But Hayward's kind of just like, he's like a classic Steelers signing. Like, oh, this guy's loyal to us. Like fans love him, and so they just kept him. And I don't think it's a good decision to pay him more.
So I want to dive deep into our quarterback real quick before we keep moving. So let's just say hypothetical. Rodgers says, I'm done. I'm not coming back to you guys. We have a couple options. For me, I want us to ride with Will just to see what we have. And if we don't have it, we have a high draft pick and we go get a guy next year. Or we
Not gonna do
You
that.
make a trade.
make it. I'm not trading for a quarterback.
I think-
Sorry.
You know who I'm going to say, and I've said it, and it's becoming more likely. They should trade for Mac Jones.
Why? I'm not wasting capital on Mac Jones.
Dude, Mac Jones is such a Steelers quarterback, like a Kenny Pickett. He's better than Pickett, don't get me
He's
wrong. But
better than Kenny
He
Pickett.
definitely is. He just reminds me of, he's a game
Well,
manager, in my
well,
opinion.
This guy's a Kenny Pickett.
Don't you
hunter.
hate on my
Dude,
king, Kenny Pickett?
What team did he go to?
Doesn't
Carolina.
matter.
He went to the
Carolina.
Panthers.
Oh, yeah, he might start there.
Yeah.
I think the situation. I think Kirk Cousins is a good fit
That's
for
what
Pittsburgh.
I was going to mention. Would
No.
you?
No. No.
Depends how much
I
money.
wouldn't
Atlanta
hate
paid him
it.
a lot. Atlanta paid him a lot.
Can't move.
But the thing about it, we can send him to the vet minimum because he's still getting paid by
He's
Atlanta.
not taking a vet
I would
minimum, bro.
I would also like a guy that can move.
Yeah, well,
I think they should just ride with Will Howard, but they're scared of losing. That team is always win now. They don't want to risk having a bad quarterback, so they're going to go with a proven old vet like Kirk. I think Kirk Cousins is the most makes sense. I don't mind Mac Jones. That also makes sense because Brock Purdy is way better than not way better, but he's better than Mac Jones, and they're just going to keep him. So
Yeah.
I think
and then honestly trade him 1-for-1 with Mason Rudolph.
you can.
Give them Mason Rudolph.
I think you guys should just go Mason Rudolph and Will Howard and have fun.
I hate Mason Rudolph so
well,
much.
well, he's not that good.
He's not good at
You
all.
said it on 2 Jagoffs. I saw that
Yeah.
actually. You don't like Mason
I
Rudolph.
hate him.
No, the thing about Rodgers is what ticks me off about it. It's like what we were told going into this offseason. It's not gonna be last year. There's a deadline on it. We're gonna stick to the deadline, and we're not gonna let Rodgers play with us. The same exact thing like last year. And why are we playing around? Because all this is doing is screwing us in the long run. Because what if Rodgers told us back in February that he's done? Well, not February, back in January that he's done. We can start prepping to draft a guy on a 4th, 5th round.
I think Rodgers just makes more sense now because they have his old coach. But a lot of Steelers fans, and just a lot of people forget that McCarthy's final stint in Green Bay, the last couple of years, was not really great with Rodgers. They didn't get along that well from what we know. They regressed as a team in general. So I don't think people understand that it wasn't like McCarthy and Rodgers were just the best of friends and they were winning everything. They made it to one big game and won it, sure, that's great, but Rodgers underperformed in McCarthy underperformed as a coach in a lot of playoff games. I don't think keeping Rodgers, I think, does not allow this team to win a playoff game still, because I think you need to see something new, and you already saw Rodgers' best.
And they had a generally kind of weak team around him.
And we still made it to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's just Mike Tomlin.
Right now, that's a whole another conversation. Which, by the way, this whole thing with Mike and him stepping down is just so weird that he hasn't spoken to the media until last week.
Mm-hmm.
Why wasn't there a statement by him? Which is a whole thing.
He didn't even say that much either in the speaking out.
No.
I didn't even watch it.
They definitely told him to because they wanted to protect their reputation, but that's a different story.
All right, let's go to the AFC South.
Hold up. Steeler grades.
Oh, I give him an A. I'm happy with what we did. I just want. I'll give it a B plus because the fact that we don't know who our quarterback is.
That's what I was going to say. I'm going to say B plus just because we still don't have a quarterback.
F, that team's awful.
Oh,
Off-season grade, I'll give them a B, or I'll give them an A minus. They're good. They had a good off-season. They just need a secure quarterback.
Alrighty, let's go to the AFC South. Let's go to Houston.
Love their off-season. Off the top of my head, I think they had a really, really great off-season. Secured Daniil Hunter again. He's that edge rushing group is phenomenal. They have one of the best defense in the league. Didn't lose many defensive guys. Off the top of my head, I think they might have added some.
Yeah, they added some guys. The only major loss for them is Titus Howard.
That's fine.
Which is not a big one.
That's fine. Their offensive line wasn't that great anyways. They need to replace him maybe. I think David Montgomery came to them, which is a good fit.
They brought in David Montgomery, which is a big add.
Him and Woody Marks will probably be better than Chubb because Chubb's just old.
Now Christian Kirk is still unsigned. Do you want to bring him back as your number 2 or number 3?
They could.
You also got Tank Dell coming back this year.
That's true.
You also got Nico coming off that injury. So that's a 1-2 combo right there. Maybe add Kirk as your slot, which, by the way, I wouldn't mind having him as a slot guy for any team.
Yeah.
He's been in the league so long. He's basically I'm not saying he's a Cooper Kupp, but he's a style of a Cooper Kupp.
Do you want us to bring him in as a...
He absolutely torched Pittsburgh in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, the thing about it, because he knows how to read defenses as a receiver.
Yeah, he's good.
All these good receivers right now read defenses, and what they do is they find their spot, they catch the ball and sit.
Yeah.
Which is what you need out of a slot guy.
Right.
And Christian will do that. And if they do that, I think C.J. Stroud's going to be back to his rookie year again.
I think they got to... I as an Ohio State fan, I like Stroud. I think he's just... Now he's starting to get a lot of people talking about how he's not great. I think he just isn't that great. I think he's good enough to win you a couple playoff games. I mean, he has 2 playoff wins under his belt already. That's 2 more than Pittsburgh in the last 10 years. Same amount as Dallas in the last 10 years too. So
there you go. Yeah, there it is.
At least it's 2 though. But I think Stroud, you just got to ride him out for a little bit. Pause. You just gotta keep him out for a little bit. Keep on Stroud a little bit. Sorry, keep on Stroud a little bit, and because I think he's still young. Like I don't think he's gonna like get drastically worse. I think he just has some, because I think he has a lot of upside. If you watch what throws he makes, like some of the big time throws they made versus Pittsburgh were clutch. Like he had a lot of clutch throws, especially in the fourth quarter. I think he has a lot of upside. I think they just had a really good offseason. You kept that elite defense, and you have to add some O-line probably in the draft, I'm sure.
No, well, they picked up 3 new tackles, 1 guard. So basically you
There
got
you
majority of your offensive line reset here, where you got to draft just 2 more guys, and then you're set.
Yeah, I think they had a good offseason.
And then
They also added Reed Blankenship to that second.
I forgot
Well,
about Reed
that's-
Blankenship. That's a big safety pickup too.
rest in peace, the exciting whites.
It's
What
over.
a time that was.
We'll talk about the Eagles later. I think they had an awful offseason. We'll get to that.
Season's awful. But before we get into the grades, when you're mentioning Stroud, the reason I'm not hating on Stroud yet is just the injuries that team has suffered in the past 2
Yeah.
years. It's hard for a young quarterback to not have a single weapon consistently in the lineup.
A single weapon, and to have his team not build an O-line
around him. So you can say what you want about his playoff performances, but what does he have to help him out in those playoffs? Next to nothing.
Yeah, it was just Christian Kirk, but
Yeah, which is enough.
yeah.
But I give Houston an A. I'm very happy.
I'm at about a B for them. I think they did well.
I'm going A-.
All right, let's go to Indy.
I hated their offseason.
Underratedly bad.
Yeah, very. I think Daniel Jones did it again.
They lost Zaire Franklin.
They lost Michael Pittman. They paid Alec Pierce the bag. I do not trust Daniel Jones. I know he had a good year last year. I understand this. But last time he had a good year was in New York. Then they paid him a lot of money, and he crapped his pants.
Yeah, but I think
Now they paid him a lot of money again. I understand the situation is different. They have an elite offensive line. They have an elite run game. It makes Daniel Jones' job a lot easier. But I don't like the fact that you put all your eggs into one basket, paying him that, $80 million deal. What is it, 2 years, $80 million off the top of my head, I think?
2 years, $88 million.
Okay.
That could be worth up to $100 million with the incentives.
Ridiculous.
Includes more than $60 million of it guaranteed.
And they didn't want to pay Pittman. Instead, they wanted to get a 6th-round pick out of Michael Pittman. Like, that's ridiculous to me. I don't like this at all. I think that, very, as Isaac just said, underratedly bad, in my opinion.
I agree. I don't like this offseason for Indy, which is upsetting me because I liked Indy last year. I think they were like one of those dark horses that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So you also got to figure out what you want to do with AR. Are you gonna trade him away? And
Yeah.
I would
pick
trade
up
him.
some more
Ooh, that's
draft
a
capital?
Steelers quarterback right there.
No.
You will see a crash out either on here or on our show
Send me that,
for
bro.
the draft day.
Let me get the notification right now.
Anyways,
Easy D plus for
I
me.
give him a D plus.
Yeah, D+.
Yeah, they didn't do anything.
All right, let's go to Jacksonville. I think they lost way too
Automatic F. Because they didn't bring in anybody. And
They got DJ Dallas, bro. They
much.
re-signed
They
DJ Dallas, bro.
one good player out of this.
Dude, Chris Rodriguez was actually good for Washington, bro.
yeah, they brought in
They
Chris
lost
Rodriguez.
ETN.
Literally
That's
nobody else.
the thing.
Nobody else.
ETN was just now playing good, and they didn't pay him to a small contract.
Greg Newsome is an incredibly underrated loss.
Yeah. He was with the Browns. They traded for him. And then the guy that they traded, it was like Tyson something for,
Tyson Campbell?
Yeah, they went to the Browns, I think.
Yeah.
And then they swapped those cornerbacks, and then both cornerbacks played well. Like Tyson Campbell played good for the Browns, and then Greg Newsome actually played good for the Jags. So that is a bad loss for them. I just think that that's a team that's in a good spot. Like they have a good team. I think Liam Cohen's great. You just have to make moves. You lose ETN, you don't fill in that gap. If you really want to ride with DJ Dallas and Chris Rodriguez, have fun. I think that they have to draft well and hopefully sign some guys because I like the Jags. I think they're a fun team and I think they have potential. They could have beat the Bills too.
Yeah, they were very close.
Yeah.
Probably like a Hail Mary away from beating the Bills.
Yeah.
And TL is finally hitting his stride.
He looks good with Cohen.
Yeah, he's like that pairing is I think the first time in his career he's having a returning coach.
Yeah.
Which is insane to think about.
I mean, now you had a couple years of Doug Dimmadome, but
Well, yeah, but like you have like a competent coach for 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what they do next year. What team excites me is the next one, Tennessee Titans.
Oh, I have this written down. Phenomenal offseason.
Jags grades did we?
Oh, yeah, Jags
I
grades.
give him a C
Yeah,
minus.
C. I'll say D.
F.
Yeah.
C minus. That'd be a little nice.
D. Oh, I love the Titans, dude. I'm so happy we're talking about them. They stole some pieces from the Giants, too, which is why when I was talking to you guys about the Giants earlier, when we get to the Giants, we'll talk more about that. But I have Wan'Dale Robinson, Alante, I have Cordell Flott, Bellinger, and Franklin Myers as my guys that, like, revamped this team a lot. They added a lot of, like...
defensive pieces.
They added a lot of
Dwayne
pieces.
Johnson also.
Yeah. They added just so many pieces. John Franklin Myers.
And these, sorry, I don't want to interrupt you.
No, you're
but,
good.
like, these trades, they're not, like, giving up second, first round, third round
Dude,
draft
they
picks.
cooked.
They're all late to,
Yeah.
like, third, fourth day draft picks.
Because if you, like, watch, like, eye test is very important to me. Just us as people who watch football, the eye test is really cool. I think Cam Ward has the talent to be a good quarterback. I don't give quarterbacks that many excuses anymore, but it was his rookie year. Like, we can't judge him that early. I think he really does have potential, and they added so many pieces. I love Wan'Dale Robinson. He looked great with Dart last year. I don't know how much better Dart is to Cam Ward, but I think that Wan'Dale, I think Daniel Bellinger is actually pretty good for a tight end. He had some solid, decent performances in New York, like especially with Daniel Jones back then. With Dart, he didn't really play much last year because they replaced him with Theo Johnson. But I do think that they have a lot of solid pieces. And John Franklin Myers, I just looked over, I remember that play, the edge rusher from the Broncos, who's also very good. Yeah. Like, I think that they just had a good offseason. Jermaine Johnson, some of these guys I'm seeing, Solomon Thomas from Dallas, he's not good, don't worry about him.
What they completely did here is got a whole new defense.
Yeah.
And like, you could say last year's Titans team reminded me of that one meme.
It's the song that I love.
With the Bugatti with the trailer park.
Sorry.
You guys remember that one meme? It was like a Bugatti, and then it's like a trailer park house right next to it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that team is. Now, with Cam Ward, they're finally helping him out. He
Yeah,
had no receivers last year.
They might be
7-win team. I think they have some room to work with. I still think you have to make some
they're still a young team overall.
I think that they're good.
Room.
I think they could have a good sophomore season for Cam Ward.
Yeah.
I love the Alante move. That's what Alante Taylor. I love that move. That's a cornerback that you need. I think that they had a good offseason. I think this is a pretty easy. I have them as the second or first best offseason this year. So I'm gonna put them as an easy A for me, A minus.
Yeah.
I'm giving them an A minus right now.
I'm giving them a straight A because I really like what they did. All right, let's go to the AFC West. Let's start with the Ponies.
Just a good team. I don't think that they lost enough to say that they had a bad offseason. I think that I actually really liked J.K. Dobbins this year. I thought he was great. I think keeping him was good. R.J. Harvey's played well when he was the workhorse back when Dobbins was hurt. But I think that they didn't lose enough. John Franklin Myers and P.J. Locke off the top of my head. Yeah, P.J. Locke.
That's literally all I'm seeing here is losses.
So I think this is a fine off season. They actually technically did nothing. They didn't actually get better at all. They just kept a good core.
Which is exactly what they needed to do.
Yes.
They didn't need to overspend, make trade. Just stay home and trust your draft, trust the talent you already have. Mm-hmm. They were a quarterback away from honestly winning it all, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
They could have easily beat Seattle, but it would have been a lot closer game. I don't say a lot better game than the game we
probably
got.
If that guy was hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Bonex was hurt or healthy, sorry.
Yeah, if Bonus was healthy, they would have won. So I think what they did is fine. So I give them an A, just the fact of them staying home.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give them a B just because, as you said, they stayed home, but they technically did lose a couple pieces, P.J. Locke and John Franklin Myers, but they kept the primary pieces. So I would say B. I can't give them a negative grade at all.
I'm going to give them B.
Good. I agree.
Because, I think their number one draft target is going to be a tight end. They need a good tight end because I don't think Adam Troutman is.
Yeah, he's a bum.
No, they need a offensive tight end, not a guy that will block. They need a guy that's
they have Evan Engram.
A little leaner and that can go eat up the middle of the field.
They had Evan Engram last year, though. But he's
Again, that's why you didn't get a reaction out of it. That's exactly how you should react when you hear his name.
They didn't really use the tight end. They were kind of just there.
Yeah. So I always say teams should have a good tight end.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Here's a team.
Oh, Kansas City.
Just got Justin Fields, yeah. I thought their offseason was... I think people forget because like how good this team is going to be next year. Probably they lost Matt Nagy, which is a good for them because he's been an awful offensive coordinator since he's joined that team.
I don't understand what the Giants are doing bringing him in.
Dude, it's the Giants, man. I don't know what to tell you. That's what they had. But the Kenneth Walker deal, I was at the gym and I saw on the TV, and this guy next to me goes, "No way!" And I'm like, I started laughing out loud because I was like, "Dude, that's actually like crazy." Because Kenneth Walker, okay, leading up to it, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a monologue, but not as big. Going into the season, if I know we all play fantasy, right? If you're a Kenneth Walker owner, I had him in an expensive league. Charbonnet takes all those carries. And I realized this because this was Kenneth Walker's contract year. Mm-hmm. So they wanted to not pay Kenneth Walker. So they wanted Charbonnet to get all like the stats. They wanted him to get all those touchdowns. They wanted him to take touches away from Kenneth Walker. So I knew Kenneth Walker was leaving. And then the playoffs come around and he plays well. I thought the Seattle Seahawks would just be like, okay, well, this guy's elite. Let's just pay him.
Yeah.
They let him walk to one of the best dynasties we've had since the only dynasty we've had since the Patriots. And they've never had an elite back under Mahomes except Kareem Hunt. They had Jamal Charles before that, if you know, you know, with Alex Smith. But then they had Kareem Hunt for a little bit. And then they had Damian Williams, Darrell Williams.
They had Clyde.
Edwards, dude.
He wasn't a horrible back. But
he played horrible. Well, he had a good year, but for the most part, they drafted him first round, dude.
Yeah.
Like, Kenneth Walker completely fills in a big need. Yeah. Justin Fields is just a backup. He's not doing nothing. He just wants to get a ring at this point.
That makes me think that we were talking about this earlier. We're not sure Mahomes is going to be ready for the start of the season.
That might be why, but I think that they have a dynasty, and they get to draft 8th overall, and I know they're gonna go Caleb Downs to piss me off as a Dallas fan because I want Caleb Downs so bad. Yeah. But I know they're gonna go Caleb Downs. So I know they're gonna go Caleb Downs and solidify just something so good for them. I think this offseason is just so good because when they were healthy, they had points of this year where they were just struggling a little bit. They lost Joe Thuney last year, remember? So that's why I think they regressed a lot. Nagy was bad. Like
now they got Eric back.
Yeah.
The enemy,
yeah. Which is
huge. He was good for them. He was great for them.
Because Mahomes worked great together.
Phenomenal. He threw like 50 touchdowns in a season, won MVP.
I mean, honestly, we know Andy Reid's going to call the plays because it's just how Andy Reid works.
Yeah.
But just his system that Eric has, it's just, I don't know, you don't see it work well with most quarterbacks if you're not like
I also like the Kairos Tonga move as well. I think that he fills in a need for them.
Agreed.
So I just think that this team just happened to just take a year off, something the Steelers should do, right? Just take 1 year off and just be willing to lose. And the Chiefs did that. Granted, it was out of their control with the Mahomes injury at the end of the year, but they took the year off. They get a high pick. They get Kenneth Walker. They get Kairos Tonga. Like, I think that they did everything right. And if they draft, as I said, a guy like Caleb Downs, dude, that team's going to be sick next year, honestly.
I don't love the Trent McDuffie trade, but
I forgot about that, actually. But, again, you can draft you could draft the best corner in the draft, or you could draft a guy like Downs to fill in your secondary anyways.
Yeah. Agreed.
So I think that's why you don't have to pay McDuffie. You kind of just ship him off. They did that with L'Jarius Sneed, too, just trading those corners away. McDuffie's so good, though. And that's going to help the Rams a lot.
The Titans are already let him go.
L'Jarius Sneed, yeah, so it's whatever. I think they'll be fine if they just draft an elite player in the secondary and it replaces McDuffie well.
Yeah. All right, I give them a B.
Yeah, I'm with
room to grow in the draft.
I'm gonna go B plus if they draft. I'm gonna go B plus if they draft a secondary. Then they're gonna be probably an A.
I'll go B as well.
Travis's last year.
I thought it was. I think he knows that. I think he knows that they have a chance this year. So I think that's why he's staying. But I think it is probably his last year if they don't win it. Win it all or don't.
All right, let's go to the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, they had a phenomenal offseason, didn't they? They had
They might be in the top.
They had Quay Walker, N'Kobe Dean,
Eric Stokes.
They had Teron Johnson. After they thought that he was going to get released, they ended up trading him to the Raiders. Yeah, this is a really, really good offseason. Stokes is good. Dude, they did everything right. They have the money.
By Mr. Connor Hayward himself.
Oh, dude, the Steelers are cooked without him, bro.
N'Kobe Dean.
Yeah, and N'Kobe Dean from the Eagles. As I said, we'll get to the Eagles. They took 2 players. They also took Quay Walker from the Packers. I loved what the Raiders did. I mean,
Jalen Naylor in that.
Dude, he was good for Minnesota too.
Yeah.
I like Naylor a lot. I think he's good. I think that this is just a simple there's a lot you could say about him. They have nothing to lose. They have to just sign a bunch of guys and hope it works.
Their biggest loss is probably Dylan Parham.
Dylan
Parham or
Lonnie Johnson Jr.
Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, they're fine.
So,
those are fine losses. I think that they did phenomenal.
I'm giving them an A.
I give them an A. Now, if you're we know what's going to happen. Fernando's going to come in here.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think he's going to struggle?
I think Mendoza, dude. Here's the thing. Mendoza's such a good dude, bro. Like, if you hear him in interviews, he's such a good guy. I want him to succeed. Although, like, he beat my Buckeyes in the Big Ten championship game, but it's like Mendoza is such a good dude, and he like helped this program get turned around. Like, I love him, but I unfortunately think that the Raiders just have the worst GM and they have the worst owner in football. Like, I think that they have so many
Brady
issues.
Just take over as the owner.
Dude, that's actually low-key a good shot. Brady should play at quarterback.
I mean, he's playing this Saturday for that Fanatics
Yeah, I
league
saw
thing
that.
that's happening.
I think Mendoza's. He could
Maybe a
just
PTO.
surprise us all.
Yeah.
He could surprise us, and he could be really good. But I think the good thing about like Mendoza is I feel like a lot of people have low expectations on him. Like, honestly.
And on top of that, Mendoza's good with an RPO style,
Hmm.
but you got to have more than just Jalen Naylor as your receiver.
Yeah, you
Like,
have they traded Jacoby Myers. They don't have him either. I forgot Trey Tucker is their wide receiver one right now. Come on,
You got to draft receiver.
you're gonna have to draft another one. Yeah.
And now on the defensive side, you keep Crosby out of that scam of a trade. that you
Allegedly.
pulled through.
I don't think he's gonna stay start of the season.
Yeah, they're saying apparently they're telling teams that they're not going to trade Crosby, but I think there could be something that works. I feel like
think
it's
Crosby's
weird to
trade
keep
will
him.
be a draft day. Like, it's be one of those that once we hit live on our draft show,
Yeah.
it's gonna smack us and then flip everybody's mock draft,
Yeah.
and we're gonna
Yeah.
do a quick one on the fly. But I don't see anything happening with Max until the day of. The draft.
I think if they do keep, I honestly think that with all the defensive help they added, they could keep him. It's just like the contract situation. Like, but if you could have got 2 first-round picks out of him, man, the Raiders could have a future. But as of right now, I think that they're just a solid A. Like, I think they just did so
give them a
much.
solid A
They're
as
just
well.
gonna suck.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
All right, Chargers.
The
Stay
Chargers.
The Chargers.
I actually have no opinion on this team, so you guys go ahead. This team is so goofy, bro. To me.
Their moves is just.
They're baffling.
Yeah, they beefed up the offense. Here you go, Matt.
They
They
got
beefed
Tyler-
up the offensive line with nobodies, in my opinion.
They got Tyler Biotish.
Yo, Cole Strange is actually good. Tyler Biotish used to be at the Cowboys, and they went to the Commanders last 2 years, and now he's in the Chargers.
But they lost Zion Johnson, which is big.
Dude, some of these guys are just like
Odafe Owa.
all
is gone.
okay players.
Yeah.
Deion Leonard, okay. Denzel Perryman, okay. Sean Phillips, like, okay. And these are all re-signings.
You got Cole Strange.
Good. I like Cole Strange. He's good.
Yeah, and you got Charlie Kolar to be your backup tight end basically.
Yeah, dude, come on.
Or is he your
bro.
number one? Honestly.
No. They have that guy they drafted last year. I forgot his name.
You know what I'm noticing? This has been the year of the fullbacks.
Dude.
You realize that
There
like,
was
a
a
whole
lot
bunch
of
of
fullback
fullbacks
moves,
are
yeah.
getting re-signed.
Is the position back?
Hey,
Are we back?
Didn't like Patrick Ricard leave?
When you're
Didn't
coming
like
back when you're coming from a hardball offense, you got to have a fullback.
Yeah.
That's actually true.
So
Yeah.
Both Harbaugh.
both hardballs, you need fullbacks. So I give them a D because they didn't make a splash with what they needed.
They need O-line so bad, and I guess they have Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt coming back from injury. That's why their offensive line was so much worse last year. But I think a C. They need to do something.
They
I'm
need
gonna
another.
give him a C minus.
I wouldn't mind them splashing on another receiver.
They could.
I actually think that they have that Ladd McConkey's not a wide receiver one. Quinn Johnson played better, but he still doesn't have the best hands. They
Quentin
need.
Johnson will never be a wide receiver.
Yeah, I think they just have 2 wide receiver 2s. So
It's
I
the
think they should
problem
probably get one.
Steelers have.
Yeah,
They got a whole bunch of receiver 2s
And DK Metcalf.
and DK Metcalf.
they don't have that issue anymore.
Oh, I know. So happy. All right,
Now they
NFC
need, now they need a
East.
3.
Oh, NFC East. Here we
You know
go.
what time it is.
Let's go.
Let's just get it out of the way. Let's talk about those Cowgirls down in Dallas.
The Cowboys, aka the 2027 Bowl champs.
Whatever.
Just
you wanna
kidding.
say.
I actually don't know. I'll tell you this much. I actually was really, really happy with Dallas this year until they traded Osa Odigajua, one of the best defensive tackles, PFF grade-wise. Last year, he kind of regressed a little bit, but that's because they had Quinnen Williams. That's because they added Kenny Clark. So they added guys that were able to take a bigger defensive tackle role. But trading Osa to the Niners for the 3rd-round pick didn't really free up much salary. I love Rashawn Gary. I think Rashawn Gary's a big pickup. It fills in a big
I
need.
don't love that as much because he is an injury issue.
Yeah, I agree. When healthy, I think he fills in a big need. I will tell you the signing of Jalen Thompson was huge because we have no safety
That
help.
I do like.
I love the Jalen Thompson signing, and they just didn't lose really anything. I mean, they tagged Pickens. I actually wanted them to trade Pickens for Crosby,
I
but
really don't like the tag on Pickens. I think they should have just let Pickens walk. I don't think Pickens is worth $27 million in general.
They're going to end up tagging him for the rest of the
He
year.
has
I think
the
they trade
talent
him.
to be a receiver one, but he's just mentally not there.
Oh, and PJ Locke, bro. Great pickup, too.
Oh, and don't worry, you finally have a running back.
Devontae Williams is good. I actually wanted Breece Hall instead of him. I wanted them to pay that money to Breece Hall. That's what I wanted, but
going
I'll take
back to
Javonte.
George, he's just too much of a headache.
He's not okay. To be fair, he was way less of a headache last year than he was. Like some of his celebrations, he got fine. Him and CD were just being goofy all the time. But like, I don't think George Pickens was even close as bad as a headache as he was with Pittsburgh. I think that there's a better culture with players with Schottenheimer than there was with Tomlin, low key. But
No, well that's a very much of a thing we said on this show.
He had some issues. Like he got a couple fines for some celebrations, and he talked his ish here and there. But I think that confidently I could say that Dallas filled in some gaps with Rashawn Gary, P.J. Locke, and Jalen Thompson. I think their defense was the worst in football. They kept their offense, which they needed because their offense was the best in football. They had the worst defense in football. So you got to find your needs there. I hate the Osa loss. It makes me mad because I like Osa, and he was overpaid, but they didn't even get that much. They got like $4 million out of it. So yeah. I think that they definitely should have tried to get something better for him. I heard they offered him for Crosby, and the Raiders said no. But
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
No,
I heard they offered him and like a first-round pick for Crosby, and they said no. So I think Dallas just had a good offseason until the Osa trade. I think a confident just like B because they just filled in needs and they kept their best part of their team.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a B-.
I give him a B-.
Good, I like it. I'll take a B- for.
Look, we'll read positive about Dallas sometimes.
and they're gonna draft a Mansour Delane at 12, and it's gonna fill in their biggest defense again. And I bet you have Mansour Delane at 12.
I do.
Yeah, see, I knew it, bro. Spoilers. Spoilers.
All right, let's go to New York.
I actually want you guys to go because I have apparently a different opinion than you guys do on this team.
I
don't hate it.
I don't love it, but I don't think it was an awful move.
I like the Tremaine Edmonds pick.
I hate their receiver pickups.
Really?
Yeah, besides Mooney, I don't like anything outside that.
Dude, they didn't do anything.
You got a guy in Calvin Austin who was 5'8" playing against 6'4" cornerbacks consistently.
He's not that
you
bad.
got Gunnar Ovechowski, who was
special teams legend.
Yeah, special teams legend. Isaiah Hodgins, who is an unknown. And then you got Darnell Mooney. That's your only other receiver besides Malik Neighbors, who's coming off of a major ACL injury.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why I don't like them. I think they just lost they lost so many guys to Tennessee, and I just don't think they did enough to fill in those gaps that they lost to Tennessee. At the corner spot, they lost a tight end, they lost a receiver. I think they just need to fill in more gaps. I think the Edmonds pickup's good enough to help the linebacker because I don't think their defense is bad. They have a really, really good defensive line on paper. I think that they just need kind of to add a wide receiver. I guess Mooney and Neighbors on paper is good, but
the Isaiah Likely pickup though.
I do like that. I like the Greg Newsome pickup.
Yeah, Greg Newsome could help their secondary, but when I originally said the Giants were bad, they'd made less moves. Now they've made more, so I kind of bumped them up. I thought the Giants had a bad offseason at opening day when they just lost so many guys to Tennessee.
Are they in your losers?
They are in my losers, but I don't think they are anymore because I made this like a week ago.
They just signed a pit player too. Jason Picknock, he's a safety.
Nobody.
No, he's actually somebody.
He's somebody. Because you're a Pitt fan, he's somebody to you.
Damn straight he is. All right, I give him a C- with room to grow.
Agreed. Ditto. D+, actually. Change my mind. No, Darnell Mooney, C-. C.
I'll give him a C+.
It's not bad.
All right, let's go to Philly.
I think I have them as the worst offseason of the year.
Agreed. You signed 3 tight ends. 3 tight ends.
Just for them to get Goddard back anyways.
We'll reveal our winners and losers in a minute.
Spoiling.
Yeah, they were bad. They were really, really bad.
Jahan Dotson gone.
Yeah, Jahan Dotson gone. Jalen Phillips, huge loss.
N'Kobe Dean gone.
Yeah, Blankenship
gone. And they also have no money because they paid it all to Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith. And now Dallas Goedert. And then who are the other tight ends that they got outside Dallas Goedert?
Nobody.
Johnny Munt and Grant Calcaterra was already with them. He was their backup tight end last year.
You brought in Reek Woolen, which is a decent pickup.
Wait, I actually forgot they got Tariq Woolen. Tariq Woolen's a stud.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. They still had a really bad offseason. Shout out to Tariq Woolen. He's an absolute monster. Just won the bowl, but They lost so much, but Tariq Woolen's really good.
I give him an F.
Yeah.
Tariq Woolen makes it a D.
I'll go F plus.
I'm gonna go D minus.
All right, let's go to the Commanders. Who's
That's a long list, brother.
has a laundry list of moves.
Good lord.
Holy shit.
Dude, they kept Eckler. Let's go. Oh no, they didn't yet,
There's
dude.
no way he's
No way.
Von Miller, dude. This list is funny, bro.
There's no way that
Dude, they kept Tress Way, bro. That's like the best punter in the league.
They're not gonna. Ertz isn't gonna play again either.
Yeah, he also like snapped his leg in half too last year.
Yeah.
Dude, Rashad White. That's so funny. Dude, some of these moves are hilarious. I actually don't even want to like talk about. Dude, this team's gonna be mediocre as hell. They're gonna be like 9 wins, low key.
It's like they can't have 2 good off seasons in a row.
Can I have a C for them? I'm gonna get it out of the way. There's nothing really
Yeah,
to talk
yeah,
about.
I mean, I
C.
like.
I'll give him a C.
I do like the Meek Robertson pickup.
Yeah.
I do like. I kind of like the Amenahue pickup, but
Solid C, bro.
I'm gonna give him a C. Yeah.
Look at D, bro. Dude, this team, they 1 year wonder, bro. I called that Dallas was going to be better than the Commanders last year. I don't care that Jaden Daniels got hurt. I called it. I told you that was going to happen, and they did. Dallas wasn't great, though, but still.
All right, let's go to Chicago.
Chicago.
One of their linemen, like, randomly retired, I think, too.
Yeah, just out of nowhere.
Yeah, one of their linemen, like, retired, and he was actually really, really good for them.
It was their center.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was their starting center just, like, randomly retired out the blue.
He was like 27.
Yeah, it was crazy. I don't think that they did enough to, like, they did not anything, really.
I don't love this.
Well, I guess DJ Moore is well, the thing is with DJ Moore with the trade is that they utilized Rome very, very early at the start of the year. Then as the season went on, they heavily utilized Luther Burden. And then Colston Loveland was their leading receiver last year, even though he's a tight end. So I don't think DJ Moore was really, really regressed last year. It's because they wanted to develop these younger guys and not have to pay DJ Moore. So I think trading him away is fine. I don't think that they did anything wrong with that because they have wide receivers to fill in the gap.
Your number one guy.
It's going to be Rome or Luther Burden, which I think are two players with a lot of potential because one's in his Luther Burden's now in his second year, is entering his second year. Rome's entering his third year. And Caleb just had a great year. Your offensive line, you're going to have to rebuild it again because you lost a couple guys there.
I mean, they brought in Garrett Bradbury to fill the center role.
Okay, that's good.
Decent.
Yeah.
They also added Khalif Raymond to that receiver room.
I'm trying to think of Khalif Raymond. With the Lions, I think. I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lions.
He was their receiver 3 or 4.
He's probably like receiver 5 last year.
They brought in Devin Bush on the line.
I forgot about Devin Bush, but I don't. He was decent with Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah. I just think that this team didn't do enough. I don't think this team. No, he had a good year with the Browns a couple years
They
ago.
also brought in Kobe Bryant on the secondary.
Kobe.
Probably.
R.I.P. Kobe actually is it was a really, really good safety. I think Kobe Bryant's good in the secondary. I just think that they need to fill in. They need to solidify their offensive line. They're going to have to figure out the whole receiver situation. Who's going to be their one? I think that they have a lot of upside though. I like Ben Johnson a lot. I'm just wondering if they can repeat it.
Pay attention to in the training camp.
They also made like a miraculous 20-point comeback against the Packers in the playoffs. Like it took a crazy comeback.
They were the cardiac comeback Bears.
Yeah, they did a lot. They had a lot of lucky games this year, but I think that they're going to fall off a little bit. So I'm going to say a C.
I'll give him a C+.
I'll go B-.
Yeah, those are fair.
They're making the next necessary step without overdoing it, in my opinion.
Where are we at now?
Detroit.
Hate this offseason.
Oh my God, it's so bad. Bad.
Okay, here's the thing with Detroit. They were a 20-point lead away from making the big game 2 years ago, and then they lost Ben Johnson, which obviously hurt them a lot. They lost their offensive mastermind. Mm-hmm. The thing that this team bothers me with is they think that just running it back with the same team that you had 2 years ago is going to help you when it's just not. They have to fill in that defense. They have to fill in the offensive line.
They need depth players.
Yes.
Because they get injured so quick and
yes.
they're screwed.
You need to just add as many defensive pieces as you can because their offense is beautiful. It's fun. It's really fun to watch, even with just Dan Campbell and not Ben Johnson. Sure, it regressed a little bit last year, and they had some bad games, but they have so many things on the offensive side that works well. Jameer Gibbs is phenomenal. Amon Ross phenomenal.
Isaiah Pacheco to
fill in the Montgomery role, which is fine. It's fine. They're on the same.
They only signed him
pace.
for $1.81 million.
Yeah, you got that's like an NBA vet minimum. That's less than an NBA vet minimum. Like I just think that this team just really.
They just lost so much on defense. Anzalone gone. Meek Robertson gone.
Anzalone's a stud too.
Yeah, even though he does have some injury problems.
Yeah, Anzalone's a beast though.
I give him a D.
I haven't met. I think that they just like they're just way too good of a team. That they're just on that border of we can do good in the playoffs, but they have to fill in their depth, and they just didn't do anything. And I think that when you don't do anything, you're gonna get a D minus from me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go D.
I kind of want to go F. I kind of want to put them higher.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Green Bay.
I don't want. I hate this team so much. I hate the Green Bay Packers so much.
Why? Because they stole your precious Micah Parsons.
Dude, actually
Stole a
that was
playoff win from you, Micah Parsons from you.
they went 26-0 against us. They injured.
The NFC Championship game against
Dez
you.
Bryant catch. Dez caught it. I like long
We would
history.
just keep it going.
The Jared Cook toe drag when we were 13-3 and got the 1 seed. Beat us 26-0 in the playoffs. Well, we came back and then lost 48-32. So it didn't look as. I can't stand the Packers. They took Micah from us, which might actually help us. But
I do kind of like what they did though, because they brought it. Javon Hargrave.
That's a good pickup.
A huge pickup. They also brought in Zaire Franklin.
they gave us Rashawn Gary though.
They did give you Rashawn Gary, which we'll see how that goes.
I think this team just did okay. Like I think that they made it. I think Hargrave's really good. I think they lost Gary, but I don't think that matters because they have Micah now.
Yeah.
So I think that they just didn't do bad. Or they didn't do great. Like I think they're just in like that mediocre offseason
Yeah,
range.
Do you think the Romeo Dobbs is going to hurt him?
Mm.
You got to remember, Jordan Love didn't play good with that receiving core last year.
They have five Romeo Dobbs on that team already though.
'Cause
Like
I
I swear they're all the same player.
I don't like Christian Watson.
They have Christian Watson,
I don't think
Dontavian
he's
Wicks.
I don't think Christian Watson is a number one.
I think they have 5 wide receiver 3s. They even Dobbs. I think he's a wide receiver 2 peak. Like
I think Reed is the closest you have to a wide receiver 1.
yeah, and he was hurt all last year. Like I think that all their wide receivers are so similar.
They didn't give Matthew Golden a shot really.
Yeah, another wide receiver 3.
Which is crazy because he's so fast.
Yeah, he was really, really good in
And Jordan
college.
Love has a big arm for him to just throw it downfield and say, oh, he's down there somewhere. They just didn't do that at all last year. Like, they didn't let him use his track speed. But, for to be honest, I give them a C+ with room to grow.
I'm giving him a C minus.
I'll go C.
Well,
All right, let's go to Minnesota.
I don't know if there's like anything to talk about with this team. They lost
Kyler Murray?
Hargrave. Oh, well, it's still nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
I think Kyler Murray's such a bum. He's always been overrated his whole career. Every time he plays, everyone thinks he's like good.
I mean, they brought in James Pierre.
Aaron Jones.
James Pierre, Aaron Jones. They re-signed him. He's old and washed, and freaking what's his name's probably better. Jordan Mason's probably better than him anyways.
But they have like these absolutely elite defensive linemen. They had Danielle Hunter a couple years ago. They just had Javon Hargrave, and they just let him walk.
Yeah, Loki. I'm just gonna give him a
So,
D plus and just
Let's go in the draft standpoint for them. Jordan Addison's probably going to get suspended for another couple games.
yeah,
Then you have Justin Jefferson.
elite.
I saw a thing that the Steelers could trade for Jordan Addison.
Of course they
please
would.
No.
They would. That would be a Steelers wide receiver if I've ever seen it, bro. That would be.
It would make me happy as a Pitt fan.
Yeah, I was
but
just
he's such
say.
a
But
dumbass.
he is such a dumbass.
He was better when he left Pitt. Let's be real.
No, he was better with Pitt than he was
he's
without
better than
Pitt.
Why do you think?
Yeah, he was not that great in USC.
He was
USC
also
Trojan.
hurt.
They also had a lot of mouths to feed in USC, but Caleb Williams was really, really good. So I don't know. I actually think the Vikings are just gonna be dog shit again.
I think they're going to be dog shit. So I give them a D.
I give him a D plus.
Yeah, I'm gonna go D.
Didn't do anything.
All right, let's go to the NFC South.
Everyone's favorite division.
Let's go to the Falcons.
I think that their offseason was abysmal.
I think it was awful.
I think they lost Caden Ellis. Their good thing is James Pierre is not going to jail. James Pierce Jr. is not going to jail.
Yeah.
So they get to keep him.
Just
So
wow.
that's a good thing. Is that guy's
they
going to
replaced
jail?
Darnell Mooney with Jahan Dotson.
Mm.
Which-
And I think
Same
they have
person,
two lefty
Loki.
quarterbacks that can't throw the football.
I actually think Tua is going to be better than Michael Penix. You heard it here first. So if he
Whoa.
takes over from Penix's job,
You heard
because
it
I
here
think
first.
I think Tua is buns currently, but I think that he has shown over the course of years that he can win games. So I think that Penix has not shown that yet. So,
No, he hasn't.
although I don't even know, like Penix is one of those, like Atlanta's so weird because on paper they have such a good team, and I always pick them to like win the South, but then I like look and it's like, is Penix good? Like on paper he's not bad, he's not like great. Like I don't know. I have no opinion on Penix ever because they should. I mean they fired Raheem Morris,
That was a good move.
so like they now have like some sort of upside, but it's just like, dude, I don't know what to say about this team.
They're going to be mediocre at best.
They have Stefanski, right?
Yeah, they brought in Stefanski.
I like that for them.
Which
They
he's
also
such a
lost
good
Algier
coach.
on the
Algiers, that guy's a merchant, a touchdown,
Merchant.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
he's good
he
though.
got
He's great
overshadowed.
for fantasy.
Also, replacing your kicker rotation from last year with 85-year-old Nick Folk.
Yo, Folk's nice though. Well, was nice.
But he's 80. But he looks like he's 85.
Dude, they always have kicker issues. I actually shout out Gabe, the Falcons fan. Shout out Gabe. Shout out Gabe. That team's so funny, bro. I actually no like when they lose, I make fun of them to Gabe, but like I actually always like want Atlanta to do better. Like I really do. I actually think that they're a fun team.
Good, it's so much fun.
Yeah, they have such a
Folk
fun
is
roster,
42.
dude.
Really?
I thought he was older, low key. I think that losing
He
Caden
looks
Ellis.
older.
Losing Caden Ellis, losing Darnell Mooney, and not replacing them with enough, I think Atlanta had an awful offseason.
And they tagged Pitts. So this is
He had
a
a good
prove-it
year.
year for Pitts.
Yeah, this is his this is his final season to do something about it. I just don't think they did
I
enough.
might give him F, honestly.
Yeah, it's borderline an F. I'm gonna go.
D- for me.
I'm gonna go D.
Yeah, I'll go D-.
I'm gonna D plus. I'm gonna be a little nicer.
All right, let's go Carolina. Highlighted by Kenny Pickett.
Just shush. Yeah, okay.
The move of the
Realistically,
The move of the
highlighted-
year.
I love the Jalen Phillips pick.
Jalen Phillips is a great player. He was also in like on the best defensive system in the NFL, but Jalen Phillips is really, really good. He was good with Miami too. So
I think they want to go running back in the draft.
They have to. They have to now.
Yeah.
I hate when teams draft running backs high. I hate it when Atlanta
but
did it.
yeah,
I
Why
hate it
don't
when
they
Detroit.
really have a running back to draft that high?
I think they should just go. They should just use Chuba Hubbard, and
Just run with it for a year.
Yeah.
I just don't think because they're not going to be able to get Love. There's no way they get Jeremiah Love. No, I don't think they paid Hubbard like crazy, but they did pay. They did pay him before they paid Rico. I just don't see the need to get because they're not going to get Jeremiah Love. He's not going to fall to them. There's no way. There's
No,
way.
he's going top 5.
Yeah, 2. Don't spoil it. Actually, I'll watch and see you be stupid and think Jeremiah Love's going top 5. It's a horrible take. She shouldn't, bro.
Why not?
Because I think running backs just shouldn't go top 10.
Yeah, drafting running backs top is just a little sketchy.
Genti, Raiders, worst team in football. Oh, of course. They drafted a running back last year. Steelers drafted Najee Harris. Where's he at? Flipping burgers.
Well, he popping his Achilles.
Yeah.
He did pop an Achilles, so.
Was he good before
But
that?
he wasn't good here in general.
Yeah.
I never liked them, so.
Yeah, they just don't have enough.
Stone shoes.
I give Carolina B-.
I think they actually did do some moves. What are some of their best moves? I don't have that off the top of my head.
Devin Leonard, I wouldn't mind.
Devin Lloyd, Jalen Phillips, of course.
Isaiah Simmons.
They re-signed him. Devin Lloyd's good. Jalen Phillips is good. I think Jalen Phillips is really good to give me a C+. I think Rasheed Walker, too.
Yeah, I'll go C+.
I like Rasheed Walker, too.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go to Saints. New Orleans.
They might be in my winners, honestly.
I like the ETN move because
what do
I
you
think
do with
Kamara's
Kamara?
I think you let him walk.
Yeah.
You trade him.
Yeah.
You get rid of him and you let him. He's old. He's never rushed for over 1,000 yards. He is a receiving threat. Or you use him in the pure receiving game and you let ETN take all the carries. So you take off a heavy workload from Kamara. So you can let ETN take the carries and let Kamara get the catches. So
Now, Cam Jordan is still unsigned. You bring him back?
yeah, didn't they lose to Mario Davis?
They lost to Mario Davis to the Jets.
Oh yeah, that's another Jets move that happened before that. I didn't mention that with the Jets actually.
And they lost to Lante Taylor.
That makes me bump up the Jets to an A+ low key. Will Clapp, my goat, dude. They gotta re-sign Will Clapp. They gotta re-sign that guy, bro. I think that they made some okay decisions here.
I think Noah Fant is going to be a little nice pickup for them.
I mean, good replacement. Foster Moreau's not that good. He's better than him anyways. Also, let's be real. Tyler Shock looks great, man. He looks really, really good.
I liked them coming out of college.
I agree.
I think they should send Spencer Rattler
to the moon.
UFL.
Yeah, Garrett Rattler's a bomb.
Launch his ass to the sun.
They got a new punter, bro. Some of these moves are just decent. I don't like losing Demario Davis though.
I'm gonna give him a B.
I'm giving a B with the.
I really like the Caden Ellis signing. He was good for Atlanta last year. I'm gonna give him a C+.
All right, let's go Tampa.
I'm trying to think. They got that one.
They got Kenny Gainwell.
They
Basically
got
their
Kenny
best.
Gainwell, they got Anzalone.
No, they got it was Al-Quidin Muhammad that I was thinking of. They also Gainwell's okay. This team didn't do anything.
Replacing Gainwell.
Oh, Anzalone.
Replacing Rashad White with
Gainwell's good, yeah.
good because now you have a 1-2 punch of Bucky, Irving, and Kenneth.
Yeah, and Bucky was just hurt last year. I actually love Anzalone too. I forgot about that they got him. He's great.
Yeah.
I give him a B+.
Obviously, the big story, you lost Mike Evans.
Who cares? He's old.
Yeah, he's
That's
old.
fine. You have better options. They also, if they can figure out that wide receiver core health wise, then they're gonna be good because like Godwin was hurt a lot.
You needed Buka to be healthy.
First year fantasy football legend.
Yeah, I give him a B. I'm okay with B.
They also picked up Steelers legend Miles Killebrew.
They did
B+.
pick up Miles Killebrew.
I
yeah.
give them a B+. Go ahead,
I
Isaac.
give him an A-.
Yeah, I think B is good for them.
All right, let's go to the dumpster fire in the West. Let's go to Arizona.
Oh, this offseason was Austin Carnes, brother. We could talk about this offseason forever. Garner Minshew and Jacoby Brissett as your starters.
I mean, hey, you re-signed James Conner. That's great. You lost Jalen Thompson.
Yep, to Dallas, which
Tyler
he's
Jr.
good.
You got Isaac Sayamon.
Oh, dude,
That's half
this.
decent.
Oh no, this team's gonna be bad, bro.
They're gonna be bad.
They're gonna be so
They
bad.
might be first overall.
And they're gonna beat Dallas at home again. I just know it too. They always
Every year.
they always beat us when we're the home team against them. Maybe this year it's different. Who knows? But
And also now, who's your number one quarterback? Is it Jacoby Brissett?
They're gonna
or
go
is it
Brissett,
Gardner
I
It's
think.
Minshew?
it's Jacoby.
they're gonna go Jacoby. But I actually like that they signed a guy similar to Jacoby to battle out with him and just to suck.
But they also signed a similar guy to Jacoby who is coming off torn ACL.
That's true. Maybe they're
I
gonna
don't
suck.
know, but it's still Minshew mania at the end
Yeah,
of the day.
it's fun quarterback we're talking about here, man.
Yeah.
Dude, he was really good in fantasy a couple years ago.
I'm giving him a D-.
I'm giving it an F.
Team, just you just can't. They're trying to lose. If you have an offseason like this where you lose Jalen Thompson, who's great,
You actually think they're tanking?
they have to be. I mean, you have this offseason,
for
you have
sure.
to be tanking. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a D-.
Let's go a little off topic. You brought up tanking. There is a new rule in the NBA about tanking.
And it's coming, apparently.
How do you feel about it? You're a big NBA guy. We're not an NBA show, but I figured I'll ask you about this big rule change.
With the draft, is that what you're
Yeah.
talking about? Where the draft's going to be like all teams have like an equal chance or whatever?
Yeah.
That's what it is? Yeah, I think that's smart. But the problem is that like the NFL is 16 games, right? So it's like it's a lot easier to try and lose. Like, and they're not going to change that with the NFL because trying to lose, it's more, I don't know. The NFL's weird with it. The NBA, the cool thing is tanking is easier to, it's kind of obvious when a team's like trying to tank, like just benching good players and trading away a bunch of pieces at the deadline. Like the NBA is so obvious that you're tanking, even though there is 82 games and you're going to randomly win some games, but it's just like, I think the rule change was necessary. I thought for a while it should have been like the NFL, where like the worst team does this, but then that's gonna influence tanking more. If you're just the worst team, like you want to be the worst team. So I think giving all like a certain range, what is it, 1 through 15 has the same odds?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's the way it should be. I think it's gonna be good. The NBA is also in a weird spot. Like I think it's very good right now, but like
we'll go. How much do you hate lottery?
the NBA lottery.
Like just lotteries in general.
With baseball, it might be worse.
Yeah.
Baseball, it's awful.
The lottery.
Baseball, it's bad. I know you're not an NHL guy, but NHL, it's terrible.
Well, the NHL just has the worst commissioner in all the. Actually, no.
No, baseball does.
MLB does,
Yeah.
but the NHL is the worst marketed by far. So it's like the problem with lotteries, dude, is they're just I can't stand the fact that like in the MLB, the Guardians, just as example, obviously I'm a Guardians fan, but they made the AL championship the same year they got the first overall pick and got Banzano. Like that's so unfair, dude. Although it's the Guardians, so it's like it's not as unfair because like
It's just so strange
it's-
having the draft in the middle of the season.
yeah, that's all like the MLB needs to lock in, bro. There's gonna be a lockout once the Dodgers 3-peat too. That's a different story
it's
though.
Gotta be. There's gotta be.
But the NBA just needs to figure out how to get fans come in. As I actually think the NBA is really good right now. I actually love watching it. I think there's a lot of competition. I think some of the players are great. There's so many good players right now in the NBA, and it's so fun to watch for me personally. But this whole tanking thing is just being. I think the tanking thing is being so like people are talking about it too much. Like, if teams want to lose, bro, let them lose, bro.
That's how I feel about it,
Because
too.
the NBA lottery is like. Teams still have equal odds. It's not like just because you're the worst means you're 100% get the first overall pick.
And yeah, I mean, we just saw that this past year with Utah Jazz not getting the high draft pick, but
Yeah.
the team that was just in the playoffs 2 years prior with that just traded away. I mean, they traded away their whole franchise within 1 year, which is crazy to think about. In Dallas, so it's I like it just in a way that I wouldn't mind them allowing the tanking so we get more variety in the end.
I think like the bottom 5 teams should have like the same odds, and then like 6 through 10 should have the same odds of 6 through 10, and then 11 through 15. That's what I think it should be. Just like because you'll help tanking a little bit, but like if you're really really bad, you shouldn't get the 7th pick. If you're the worst team in basketball, you should have a top 3 pick.
Agreed.
You're bad. Like tanking means that team sucks. It's not like a good team is tanking.
Yeah.
Like the Cavs aren't tanking, the Thunder aren't tanking. Like these teams can win it all. It's just because like even if you're a mediocre team like the Heat or something that's like through that like 6 through 8 range, like they're not tanking. Like that's why it's so weird to me.
All right. Well, let's jump back in the NFL. That just came up in my brain. I figured I'll
No,
ask
that's a good
you while
question.
you're here.
No, that's a good conversation.
All right. Let's go to the Rams.
They got McDuffie, right?
They got a pair of Chiefs corners. They got McDuffie
Yeah.
and Jalen Watson.
Good for them.
Yeah.
They're gonna be good.
Their only real loss, I mean, yeah, they lost Kobe Durant, but you turn that into two really solid corners.
Dude, I forgot Kobe Durant. I forgot about him, bro.
Yeah.
When I was talking about Dallas, dude. Holy crap. Cowboys, I changed it to an A. Anyways, go ahead.
Of course you'll change it.
Their only real loss is Tutu Atwell.
Yeah, this team did good. Kobe Durant, good loss. I think he's gonna. Kobe Durant's probably just based on what I think, he's probably gonna be the best corner in football next year. So I think that's a really bad loss for them, for obvious reasons. Kobe Durant's gonna be really really good.
I'm giving Rams I can dive deep in these players.
It's nice to have an offseason where you don't have a lot to lose.
Yeah, agreed. And I think what they did, they didn't add too much. They didn't try and overboard it.
Yeah, McDuffie's a stud.
And they also brought back the kicker of all time, Mevis the Mutthead.
So
that guy's a stud.
I like the Rams offseason. I give them an A.
I'm at a B plus. Actually, A minus.
Yeah, I'm gonna go A-.
I think they're
All
really
right,
good.
let's go to San Francisco.
Got Osa Odigajua, which is a big defensive tackle piece. But this is the thing with them. Fred Warner apparently is like in trade talks a little bit.
He's always
and
in
then
trade talks.
Trent Williams is like they're trying to get rid of Trent Williams so they don't have to pay him. He's obviously older, but he's still maybe the best tackle in football. He's up there for sure. So even though on paper, like I'm looking at this Isaac and I'm like, oh, they had a good offseason. Like they got Osa, who's a proven defensive tackle. Yes, he's expensive, but he's really good. As a Cowboys fan, I'm saying this like unbiased. PFF and just like fans that watch Osa, like in the plays he makes, he's a very good player. Mike Evans, good move, but
is probably your new number one.
Let's
be honest,
yeah,
Ayuk's not staying.
yeah,
No,
Ayuk's
not
gone.
staying.
So they're losing Ayuk.
It's like, and they lost Kendrick Bourne, so now they Mike Evans has to be wide receiver 1. So like on paper, this isn't bad, right? But the biggest issue with me is that you have to figure out what to do with Trent Williams and Fred. With Trent Williams and Fred Warner.
And
so
Ayuk.
on paper, it looks good,
And
but
they also don't have their tight end for most of the year, most likely.
yeah, Driscoll's always out. He was good for me in fantasy when he was healthy, but the guy always gets hurt. So
And Jawan Jennings is still unsigned.
yeah, I think dude, he's good. He should be the wide receiver 1. But they need a true 1. Even Evans is not a true 1 anymore, in my opinion. Like
After the injury.
Brock Purdy, when he came back from injury, looked elite. Like that's the thing, and he was doing that with Ricky Pearsall. I still don't think is a wide receiver 1. Yes, he's young.
I think he's a receiver 2 at best.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, Pearsall got shot. I think that was him. Yeah, he got shot. So he was out a while, and then last year he came into the season with a big injury, so he was kind of battling through it. So on paper, when I'm looking at like this list, I think the Niners did decent with Osa and like signing a couple pieces, but they have so many question marks.
So heavily on their backs.
Yeah. And Purdy to be good. And their offensive line's good. They have some defensive guys. They just need to make more moves, even outside of Osa. So I'm going to go C just because they have so many question marks.
They're going to be under a microscope during the draft.
Yeah. We're going to keep an eye on those teams at the draft show for sure. I'm going to be excited. Yeah,
it's going to
be
make my
so
job so hard.
It's going to be my job hard.
I'm going to give them a C.
Yeah, I'm with a C there.
I'm with the C as well.
I do love the Osa move, though. Osa's very good.
All right. Isaac, you know what time it is?
Go ahead. Don't blow it out. You're going to blow it out.
You're reigning, defending, undisputed, we can say it now, Super Bowl champions, the Seattle Seahawks.
They had a bad offseason.
Terrible offseason.
Yeah, they had
my God.
What the hell?
They had a bad
Awful.
offseason. Like
You lost Reek Woolen. You lost Kobe Bryant. You lost Kenneth Walker. You lost Boy Mafe.
You lost your entire team.
Yeah. Like, hey, you kept Rashid Shaheed. You kept your elite.
A plus.
You-
They
you
kept
kept-
Rashid Shaheed.
You kept your elite kickers, man.
Yeah, I mean, but to be fair, in defense, I can't like say this team's offseason was like an F
I mean,
because
you're
they kept a lot of their core pieces. The biggest problem with Seattle is like I don't like it's hard to predict a team like that to repeat like what they did, but they played phenomenal all season. Like they're really really good. I don't trust Sam Darnold still, and people are gonna hate me for that, but I still don't trust Sam
Your number
Darnold.
one back is Charbonnet, who's coming off a pretty nasty.
Who literally isn't that good,
Well,
by
he's
the way.
coming off a pretty big injury, and then you signed Emmanuel Wilson.
Oh my goodness, this team.
Honestly, I would rather have George Halani be the number 2.
Low key, I'm not mad at that. I kind of like that. I don't like Charbonnet as a 1 at all. I don't like Halani as a 1 at all.
No.
The thing with Seattle though, and this is with a lot of teams that win it all, you're gonna get guys like they were low on money already. They already needed to pay a bunch of guys, and when you win it all, a lot of people are gonna be like, "Hey, we're gonna pay this guy more than you're gonna pay him because you don't need him as much as we do." And that's what happens with a lot of.
You don't have to worry about Kenneth Walker.
That's what happens with teams that win it all, right? Like, those things happen, and I think that's just simply what happened. Those teams got more money, got offered bigger bread, and
they need to have a good draft.
Yeah, I mean, they're ran well. Like, they have a really, really good coaching staff. Like, I'm still very confident they're going to be good. That's the thing with me.
Yeah.
But
because, I mean, Darnold looked great.
Yeah, he did.
He looked borderline great. Like,
great game manager.
Yeah.
Great game manager.
Best game manager in football.
But as far as the offseason goes,
lost too much, yeah. I'm
giving him an F.
I'm giving him an F as well.
On paper, it's an F, but they're too good of a team for me to give them any lower than a C minus, in my opinion, low-key.
All right. Well, before we jump into
Let's do our winners and losers.
Yeah.
Let's start with the losers. So we'll go 5-1, and we'll just kind of say it out. So as far as losers, Matt, do you want to start with your number 5?
Yeah, Detroit.
Detroit. Okay.
I agree. Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go Detroit.
4, I have Arizona, but they probably could be higher.
4, I'm gonna go Indy.
Minnesota.
I have Minnesota at 3.
Ah,
They did nothing, and they're not a good enough team to not do nothing.
Yeah, I go Minnesota at 3 as well.
Dude, you know what sucks is there's some teams like.
so we're at 3 now, right?
You guys probably have like I didn't put Seattle on my list, but they probably should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like even I have Arizona. I have I already said Arizona. I have Falcons at 2.
I have Jets at 3.
I have.
Let me catch up real quick.
Oh yeah.
Jets at 3.
Jets at 3.
For bad?
For losers?
Oh no, sorry. I forgot we were on losers.
So the Jets cooked. Bro.
Miami 3.
Okay, that's good.
I have the Eagles at 2.
Okay, and then I have the Eagles at 1.
I have Eagles at 1, and then my number 2 is gonna be. I really hate Washington's off season.
I kind of do too.
I have them at 2.
Where's
I have
Seattle?
the Jags at 1.
Okay.
Because they didn't do a fucking thing.
So then you guys have Seattle in the top 5, in the bottom 5, because they're just a good team.
Yeah,
I might.
Because they had a bad offseason.
I might switch out Seattle at my number 4.
Yeah, I think I might put them at 6 or 5.
Yeah.
I might want to put Detroit higher here.
Not at 6 or 7.
You can't say that in front of me. That's like a trigger word. It makes me stim.
All right, on to the winners. Number 5 winner.
Let's go with. I don't want to say it. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna put the Cowboys at 5.
I'm actually gonna agree with you.
PJ Locke. They got PJ Locke. They got Kobe Durant. They got.
Again, you said it. You don't like the Osa loss.
Yeah, but Jalen. They got Jalen Thompson. They got Rashawn Gary.
I'm flipping mine. I'm doing Dallas 2 at 5, and then I'm gonna go ahead and jump to 4. I have Rams at 4.
I'm gonna put the Chiefs at 4.
I have them higher.
Ooh. I'll go Rams at 4. I might go Chiefs at 3 actually though.
I don't even have the Rams on this list. I probably should have, but I have. Dude, I don't even want to do this with this team, bro. You know what? I have. Yeah, I'm gonna move Pittsburgh into the 3 spot.
I have to agree. No,
I'm putting the Steelers at 2.
I'm putting Steelers at 2, and then at 3
Bias.
I'm putting Houston.
I have Tennessee at 2. Oh no, Raiders at 2. Sorry.
I have the Raiders at 1.
Okay.
I agree.
I have the
Raiders
Titans.
at 1.
I have the Titans at 1.
I really love the Raiders off season.
They did have a really good offseason. They're just not good enough for me to like want to put them 1. I have them at 2 though. I have the
You
Titans
didn't
at
have
1.
a great off season to be awful.
That's true.
So
That's true. I have the Titans at 1. I just think that like Wandale, Alante, Cordell Flat, like Bellinger, John Franklin Myers, these are just really, really good moves that I love that they made.
all right. Well, before you have to head out, Matt, let's dive into March.
Oh, here we go. I
Let's
love
talk
it.
about March.
I'm turning away so you can't see my shit.
All right, let's get started with the Eastern bracket of the.
I'm not going to use my sideline bracket. I'm going to use the bracket that I'm 100% sure is going to be perfect.
I have one bracket for everything.
Smart.
I'm in like 3 different groups already.
Yeah, I'm in
East. So we've Duke
I think
Siena.
I'm in 2. Going to be I'm in 3. I'm in 2 work ones and then our sideline one.
There you go.
All right, let's jump into the East.
Duke.
Duke.
Ohio State.
TCU.
I have TCU as well.
These guys are D1 haters, bro. Ohio State? No. Listen.
You guys lost to Pitt.
We lost to Pitt the start of the year, and then
And
literally.
then on top of that,
whoa.
aren't as solid as TCU is.
No. Ohio State was so good to end the year. They beat Purdue, who just won the Big Ten. By the way, they lost to Michigan by 3 in the Big Ten second round. They played phenomenal against Iowa in the first or the quarterfinals, whatever, first round quarterfinals of the Big Ten championship. They lost to Michigan State by like 2. They smoked, and then to end the year they smoked like Penn State and then one other team. Yes, those are bad teams, but Ohio State was red hot coming into the tournament. They barely lost to the Big Ten runner-ups and the best team in the Big Ten, Michigan. No, Ohio State's really, really good right now. They can literally beat. No, wait, I lost my mic. They can literally beat Duke. By the way,
It's still your mic. It's just your.
my pea popper, whatever, my pea stopper, whatever it's called. I found it. I'm telling you guys right now. Ohio State is significantly better than TCU and have a chance at beating Duke in the second round. Unbiased, 100% unbiased.
St. John's.
Yeah, everyone wants to pick the 5-12 upset, but I just picked St. John's.
Yeah, I'm picking St. John's.
I have Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas.
As well.
Louisville.
I have South Florida.
Whoa.
Is that your big upset?
Not a big upset,
Like
but
an upset.
Louisville relies on their guards too heavy. I just like South Florida as an 11-6 win.
Actually, I have Michigan State here.
Yeah, but they're frauds.
Yeah, I have Michigan State.
Yeah, but they're frauds.
UCLA.
Yes.
UConn.
I have UCF.
A lot of people do. They looked
I have
they looked good
UCF.
to end the year. I think UCLA actually looks just as good to end the year though.
Yeah.
UConn.
By 100.
All right, I have Duke versus TCU. I'm taking Duke on this one.
Yeah, I have Duke beating Ohio State, but
I have Duke beating TCU.
but I think Ohio State could win. Not because I'm biased, because I know ball.
St. John's versus Kansas.
Kansas.
Okay, I actually have St. John's.
I do too.
I believe in the Paisano over there. Okay.
They're
I'm feeling the Italian love over here.
they're like my lock to not make it to the Elite Eight. Like I'm very
I
confident
have-
St. John's is gonna suck
I have
eventually.
Michigan State over Louisville.
I have Michigan State over South Florida.
I had Michigan State over Louisville as well.
I have UConn over UCF.
I have UConn over UCLA, but not by much. UConn
In-
is not as good as
They
people
used to
think
be.
they are.
I have UCLA winning in the sideline bracket, but I have UConn in this one.
Okay.
So I think UConn could win it all again, but I'm gonna pick them over UCLA. But I think UCLA has a lot of upside.
All right, Duke. I have Duke against St. John's.
I have Duke over St. John's.
I have Duke over Kansas.
And then I have Michigan State over UConn on the fact that I
Hell
think
nah.
the win to UCLA is going to take enough out of them for Michigan State to be able to skip past them.
Yeah.
Fun fact: my girlfriend's dad's like a diehard Michigan State fan. That whole family, like they go to so many Michigan State fans, and he's like so into Michigan State. So I don't want to say this out loud, but I genuinely do not think the team's that good. So I'm picking UConn to beat them, and then I have Duke versus UConn.
I have Duke over Michigan State.
I have Michigan State over Duke.
That's crazy.
I have UConn over Duke. UConn's gonna be Duke. Trust
All
me.
right, let's go down to that.
Duke is missing two of their best players.
Yeah, they might come back though. That's the thing.
All right, let's
Maybe.
go. Let's go to the.
No, yeah, that's
South.
right, yeah.
Yeah, let's go south.
Let's just stay on that half the bracket.
So I have UConn winning the East. That's where we're on. You have Michigan State. You have Duke.
Yep.
Okay.
Florida.
Over
Yeah.
over whatever PV is
Yeah.
or Lehigh.
We don't have yeah.
But
Lehigh.
As a
Longtime Lehigh beating.
as a
Duke.
Patriot League fan, although it's so weird because most of my family went to Bucknell. My mom
That's
went
cool.
to Bucknell for her masters, but went to Lehigh for undergrad.
That's cool.
So
No, Florida's gonna win that
so
game pretty
there's
easily.
a family connected by Florida.
Yeah.
I have Iowa over Clemson.
I do too.
I watched Iowa play against Ohio State. They have some hoopers, bro. I'll tell you, they have some shooters. I have Clemson winning though.
I think Iowa's going to outshoot Clemson.
That's the biggest thing. I think Iowa because they almost came back against OSU in the first round of the Big Ten, but I think Clemson's actually pretty solid. Clemson did fall off a little bit. Like last year, they lost in the first round, even though they were supposed to be better. But I think they're gonna beat Iowa.
Yeah, you're telling me I had Clemson.
I had Clemson in a lot of brackets doing well.
I have Vandy over McNeese.
I also do.
I have Vandy over McNeese.
Okay, I'm really happy here because McNeese has Amir Khan, like this really cool team manager guy, and McNeese just has this aura. But Vanderbilt's really, really good right now.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy you guys
Yeah,
all agree with Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt smack around Florida a little bit.
Vanderbilt played really, really well this year. I think that they're a good team.
Yeah.
I have Nebraska over Troy.
Ditto.
Yeah, same here.
North Carolina over VCU.
This
Yeah.
one's weird for me,
Yeah,
bro.
UNC over VCU.
UNC missing some of their best players. Caleb Wilson's not playing. I have North Carolina doing pretty solid in the sideline bracket. I have this bracket that I'm calling my main bracket. Unless this one does worse, then I'll call the sideline one my main bracket. I have VCU being North Carolina because VCU just won the A10 and North Carolina is missing a lot of pieces. So I think they're going to lose.
I have Illinois over Penn.
I have Penn beating Illinois.
I have Penn beating.
Whoa!
This is
Hold
my
the
big
f*** up.
Dude, I think I don't know, something about this Penn team, the way that they just won the the Ivy League, like that. I forgot what's that guy's name, bro? I'm blanking on his name, but there's this white dude that can drop 40 on any given night.
I mean, shit. This doesn't have to lock in yet. I can still change some shit.
But
I'm
liking Penn.
I think Illinois probably is gonna win, but I'm picking Penn this bracket for fun because I like that Penn versus VCU second round matchup.
I have Texas A&M.
I also do. I also do, but I'm back and forth on it.
A&M.
I have Houston over Idaho pretty easily.
Yeah, I have Houston over
I
Iowa.
have Houston as well.
I have Florida over Clemson.
I have Florida over Iowa.
Iowa over Florida.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Iowa's a streaky team.
The thing about yes, they're a streaky team, but the thing about it, Florida
They're a wagon, though.
struggled in the SEC.
Florida's
in the SEC tournament.
Florida is the reigning defending.
Yeah, I get that.
The reigning.
Oh yeah, wait, sorry, I forgot. The reigning, defending, undisputed
National champions.
national champions. Yeah, I can't say what I wanted to say.
Fun fact, I
The
predicted
Florida Gators.
Florida to win in late December of last year. Fun fact. Just wanted to flex that. I was so high on that team. I like Iowa's at their best. I think that they could beat Florida. Unfortunately, I don't think that they have to consistently just to beat Clemson. I think they would have to carry that streak over through Florida, and I don't think they're going to do it. I think Florida could go back to back. I think they're going to beat Clemson though.
I have Vandy over Nebraska.
I also have Vandy over Nebraska.
Vandy over Nebraska as well.
I have VCU over Penn.
I have North Carolina over Penn,
I have North Carolina over Illinois.
and then I have Houston over St. Mary.
I have Houston over A&M.
I have Houston. Houston over A&M.
I was back and forth on this game, but I have Florida beating Vanderbilt.
I do too.
I have Vandy beating Iowa.
Yeah, Vanderbilt's good, and I have Houston beating VCU. VCU is my Sweet 16 Cinderella, basically.
I have Houston beating UNC.
I have as well Houston beating UNC.
I have
then-
Florida winning the South after
I
beating
have
Houston.
I have Florida winning the South as well.
Give me Vandy winning the South.
It's possible.
Wow.
I was back and forth
I
on
have them
them.
beating Houston.
I was back and forth on Vanderbilt, Florida. I like Vanderbilt, but I gotta say I'm gonna stick with Florida on this
All
one.
right, let's just.
Let's go to the West. Let's go to the West.
You want to go West or Midwest?
Let's go West first.
Okay.
All
On
right.
the top of the bracket, we got Arizona.
Easy.
Yeah, Arizona, Long Island. Who?
LIU.
Yeah.
Villanova.
Nope.
Yeah, I've got Nova. I have Nova over Utah State.
Utah State is damn good, bro. Utah State by
I know
20.
they're damn good, but I like Nova.
Yeah.
Nah, I like Utah State.
I got Wisconsin over
The Mormons.
9 points.
I have Wisconsin over.
The wrong point University, but I'm gonna go with the high point. HPU to beat Wisconsin. Wisconsin, most fun team. Honestly, one of the most fun teams in the whole tournament. They almost beat Michigan. It was a very, very close game. It took a buzzer beater from Michigan from a deep three to win it. But Wisconsin is very, very fun. Problem is, fun and upside can only take you so far. I think High Point ended the year on a good enough note to beat Wisconsin again. This is just kind of a long shot, but I like HPU to beat Wisconsin because why not?
I have Arkansas over Hawaii.
I have Arkansas dominating Hawaii.
I have Arkansas over Hawaii. Yeah.
And then
I have BYU over
Whoever.
Texas.
Yeah, I think both those teams are mid.
Yeah.
I have BYU.
I am actually going to disagree. I don't. I like BYU, but not enough. I think.
Over someone you don't even know who they're playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a feeling it's going to happen. If there was going to be a 6 versus 11 upset, this was
I
gonna be it.
do actually. Well, I don't agree with you because I have VCU being North Carolina, but I could see that.
I have Gonzaga over Kennesaw State.
Oh, I have them dominating that game.
Yeah, Gonzaga's gonna beat Kennesaw State.
I have Miami over Missouri.
Agreed.
I have Miami over Missouri, but this one took me a little bit.
Me as well. I think I've changed this 5 times already.
I have Purdue over Queens.
I have Purdue over Queens, but Purdue sucks.
Yes. And then let's just keep them over Purdue.
Purdue's my legendary pick.
I have Miami over Purdue.
I have Purdue over Miami.
I have. Oh, we're going back. All right. I have Purdue over Miami.
I have Gonzaga over BYU.
I have Gonzaga versus whoever the 11 is.
I have BYU over Gonzaga.
Okay. Last time I took BYU is when they played Duquesne, and Duquesne beat them by like 15. So now I almost never take BYU to do anything good.
I have Arkansas over Wisconsin.
I have Arkansas. I'll talk about Arkansas in a second, but I have Arkansas winning against High Point.
I have Arizona over Villanova.
I have Arizona over Utah State. Okay.
Arizona over Arkansas.
Same here.
I think it's sideline bracket. I have Arkansas winning that game. I really, really do think Arkansas is such a wagon every year in the tournament. They always somehow put on a run. I think it ends in the Sweet 16 against Arizona because Arizona has like 9 guys that can start. I'm going to go with Arizona.
Right. Arizona's so deep. All right. Gonzaga over Miami.
I have Gonzaga over Purdue.
I have Purdue over BYU.
I have Gonzaga over Purdue. Remember, Purdue lost to Ohio State. Give me the Zags over Purdue, and then give me Arizona over the Zags. But Gonzaga's low-key a really good team.
I had Gonzaga over Arizona.
I have Purdue winning the West.
I have Arizona winning the West.
All right, let's go to the Midwest.
Let's do it.
I think this first one's pretty self-explanatory. Michigan over.
Whoever the
Yeah.
I have Georgia over St.
Oh,
Louis.
here we go.
Listen, I will never take a 16 to beat a 1 seed in a bracket.
Yeah.
But the team up north, the biggest piece of team in college basketball. Them UMBC boys, right? Who are the first team ever and one of the only 2 to ever beat a 16 versus 1. Don't count them out. But I did pick the Wolverines. I just want a monologue for that. But the Wolverines. No.
Okay.
They're good, but not that good.
All right. I have Georgia over St. Louis.
I actually really like this Georgia team. I took
have
St. Louis.
Georgia.
I like this Georgia team a lot, but SLU is so fun, bro. They got Robbie Avila, bro.
I had Texas Tech over Akron.
Agreed.
I picked Akron.
I picked Akron in the sideline bracket, but here's the thing. Akron did just win the MAC, and they do look really good, but I think Texas Tech's Toppin is injured. That's why I'm like, I really want to pick Akron to win because Toppin's not playing for Texas Tech. But I just think Texas Tech just overall is a better team.
Yeah, I'm taking Tech over Akron.
I don't know who the hell Hofstra is. I picked Bama to win, though. Bama's mid.
Bama.
Yeah, I don't even know who that
give me
is.
Bama.
I have Tennessee against Miami, Ohio, and SMU.
Yeah, same here.
Ooh.
Miami, Ohio, fraudulent, undefeated 31-0 team until they lost in the first round of the MAC. I have the 6th seed Tennessee losing to SMU or Miami, Ohio, actually.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hold on,
I don't like Tennessee that much.
now.
Texas Tech, Akron, Alabama,
No,
Hofstra.
I'm taking SMU.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah.
Give me Virginia
SMU
over
is
Wright
a damn
State.
good team, Isaac.
I know.
I don't know how much
we don't even know
you
if they're going to be
watched.
in. We don't know.
I don't see them losing.
I think
to
SMU's
Miami,
going to beat
Ohio.
Tennessee just fine. I think they're going to handle both of them just fine.
I have Virginia over Wright State.
Yeah, wherever the that is, whoever the
I have
Wright State, wrong university.
You're so funny.
I have
Virginia.
Kentucky over Santa Clara.
I had Kentucky over Santa Clara.
Oh, dude, Santa Clara is a wagon. They're a mid. They're like one of those mid-major. They're a mid-major that I think could really Kentucky curse, dude. I know in the sideline bracket I have Santa Clara winning. For this case scenario, I'm just going to pick Kentucky to win, but I really think Santa Clara could beat them. I'm 100% confident Santa Clara could win that game.
You think Connor Howard's going to pick Kentucky again this year?
I hope not. Shout out Connor, but I hope not. And then Iowa State's going to handle Tennessee State convincingly.
He took Kansas last year.
Yeah, it was Kansas last year.
Last year?
Kentucky was Peyton, I think.
Okay.
No shade.
I
Connor.
knew it was one of them.
No shade, Connor.
Yeah, I love Connor Howard.
All right. Michigan over St. Louis.
Wait. Iowa State or Tennessee State?
Oh, Iowa State.
Oh, Iowa State convincingly. All right, and it's funny because in the sideline bracket I have Iowa State winning. In this bracket, I have Kentucky beating Iowa State in the second round.
I have Iowa State winning.
Even though I think
I have Iowa State winning.
Actually, this is so stupid. Kentucky's not winning that game, dude. Okay, I changed it, bro. That team is not good. Kentucky's not good enough. They're really gonna make it out of the first round.
Yeah, I have Iowa State.
Me too.
That one.
I have Virginia over SMU.
I have Tennessee over Virginia.
Okay, that's fine. It's not gonna happen though. I can't even insult
You're
like bad
also
picks
biased
because
over there.
Yeah.
You like the Volunteers?
Yeah, I do like the Vols. I do like the Vols.
I have Bama over Tech.
I had Tech over Bama. I think
It's definitely
Bama
happening.
has a lot of off-court problems that's going to hinder them.
If Akron beats Tech, they will beat Alabama. But I don't think Texas Tech without Toppin is going to beat the guard-dominating team of Alabama, even though they're mid. But
And then I got Michigan over St. Louis.
yeah, they're going to win though.
Yeah, I have Michigan over Georgia.
We're going to continue the team up north, winning against Texas Tech.
I have them winning. I have them beating Bama. Dude, the Wolverines have the easiest path like ever.
I have Mich over Bama.
Because Toppin's hurt for Texas Tech, so they're not even going to compete. Bama's subpar. I have Virginia in this bracket beating Iowa State. As good as I think Iowa State is, I think Virginia's going to
I have Iowa State
here.
over
I
Tennessee.
agree. I have Virginia over Iowa State.
You have
I
Tennessee
have
beating
Iowa State
Michigan?
over Tennessee.
You have Tennessee beating Michigan.
Yeah.
Wow,
no,
that's
I have
crazy.
Tennessee beating Virginia.
Oh.
And then I have them losing to...
I have Michigan coming out of this.
I have
bracket.
Virginia coming out the Midwest in this bracket.
All right.
So I have UConn versus Florida and Arizona versus Virginia.
I have Michigan State versus Florida and Purdue versus Michigan.
I have Duke and Vandy, Gonzaga and Michigan.
Wow.
It's not bad. I like Gonzaga too. I went with UConn to beat Florida and Arizona to beat Virginia.
I went with Duke beating Vandy and Gonzaga pulling the upset out of their ass and beating Michigan.
I have Florida beating Michigan State and Michigan beating Purdue.
In the championship in this bracket, I have Arizona, who I believe is the best team in college basketball. Even though it's not very often where the best team always wins, but I think in this scenario, Arizona is really, really good, and they will beat UConn, the Huskies. Not sure what the score is going to be, but I have Arizona winning it all in this bracket, beating UConn.
I have the Wolverines going all the way.
Oh.
No, I got your reigning, defending, undisputed ACC champions, the Duke Blue Devils, coming out of this.
They're good, bro, but dude, Duke is
They really
a
blew it
wagon,
last
bro.
year.
Yeah, they did. They blew it. They blew it every year somehow. Eventually.
All right, well, Matt, we appreciate you coming on.
Yo, thank you guys, man. This is
even with the setup.
Hey, it happens. You know, sometimes we have to just make up for it and just do what we can. And I love talking sports, so I appreciate you guys. You guys are great people. This is fun.
Hopefully, we'll get you into a proper TNG pod.
Eventually,
So
you guys are crushing it.
For
So
everyone at home, do you want to tell them where we can find you online and stuff like that?
I guess I don't really care. Go watch Cavs Digest on YouTube though.
There you go.
That thing's blinking red, by the way.
That's gonna
Probably
be
a full,
die
probably
soon.
full card.
That's cool. It's only the one shot.
Go subscribe to Cavs Digest on YouTube and watch me talk about the Cavs because I love talking about the Cavs. So that's where I want you guys to find me. Anything else, I don't really care.
Okay. Anyways, this is not it for this episode. We're gonna go. Me and Isaac are gonna go ahead and talk about the NHL and everything else we want to talk about.
Yep.
But we're gonna take a quick break to let Matt get out of here, and so we can get set up for the rest of the day.
And get that footage.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Too. All right. We'll be back. All right, well, welcome back, everybody. Yes, we are back on Riverside, as we said earlier. We weren't going to be on here. Well, yeah, we're back. There's some things that happened when we were off camera. They decided we're going back.
Everything that could have gone wrong today did go wrong.
Yeah, so let's just get out of here and knock out some MLB, NHL, and some Olympic news. Because,
Paralympics?
yeah, look at the rundown. Look what I added in there.
Oh, boy. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Why did it just go gray?
Yeah,
what the hell?
Make it green. Cash money.
All right, that'll work.
All right. So let's talk about the MLB. What a week of baseball we've been having.
It's crazy. I have been following the World Baseball Classic at all, outside of what I see on Instagram, basically. But
Tell you what, Venezuela knocking off Japan a couple nights ago.
that was crazy.
Insane. And there's a rumor that the Cubs pitcher is hurt.
Wait, which one?
Naga?
Naga?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, it's been firing on all cylinders. It's been so much fun to watch. You know what team's been fun to watch, but the USA dominated last night? The DR.
The DR, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that team's so much fun. They now have the most home runs in the WBC history as a team.
That's insane.
I think they hit total 15. I think was the total. 15 and Isaac. I think they played 8 games total. 15 home runs in 8 games. But that team from top to bottom was electric. That game was electric. Paul Skeens looked like Paul Skeens. Minus the 1 home run, which, by the way, which I'm not even mad at. It was a ball that was up in the top right corner, and they just took it deep.
Yeah.
But I don't think we play tonight. We play tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Nola's throwing for us tomorrow. First, either the winner of Italy and Venezuela tonight, which Italy has a chance to do the funniest thing and knock off Venezuela and then play us in the final. The team that beat us, which, by the way, okay. Yes, are we playing good right now? I'm about to air some grievance. How do you not know the rules of the tournament that you're playing in? How? I don't care what lineup you put out there. It's Italy. Why aren't you... Now, the WBC rules are weird. I do have to admit.
Yeah.
But it's annoying. How do you not know the rules of the own tournament? Tournament you've been prepping for 4 fucking years, Isaac. 4 years. Anyways, USA's winning it all. Don't give a fuck. Here we go.
You say that now.
I'm saying that now. You know what? Hey, I've been saying it all year with the Olympics, and what happened?
All right.
Yeah. Roll your eyes, because Thielet was right. But let's come back home and let's talk about the Pirates real quick. There was a certain rumor, I think it was either Tuesday or Wednesday, how I was on the beach. I say that as I'm looking out my window and I'm seeing snow. But
yeah. Oh yeah. I walked back to my apartment in snow.
Oh, I walked to my apartment. It's right next door. I had to walk across a bridge. Okay, I don't want to hear it. Okay. But anyways, there was a rumor that Connor Griffin, number 1 prospect in MLB, Pirates number 1 prospect, starting shortstop, actually has a chance to make it. We're officially on day 4 of cuts, and he still isn't sent down to Indianapolis yet. Do you feel it's going to happen?
I think something's cooking.
And then the entire baseball got a jump scare with it when they decide to have him post on the Altoona Curves page, which was so weird.
That's wow.
Yeah, it's...
Yesterday and today marks only the second time the Pirates have lost back-to-back games of spring training.
Are you serious? That's insane. Aren't we on? We're still on top of the division, right?
I think so. We're 15-8. And in the Cactus League, where are the standings? Wow, this new MLB app.
Is it bad?
We are second behind Atlanta. They're 16-5.
All right, so I think he should be up. The way he's playing, hitting home runs like it's just another day in the office against MLB talent. It's far from none. You can't ask more of a 19-year-old to do. Not even. Yeah, he's 19, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't ask more of a kid to do. You ready to talk some puck, Isaac?
Let's do it.
All right. Before we dive into the Pens in the week in review, weeks, I should say, plural. There's something I got to mention. It's official, Isaac. It's official. We fucking own hockey, okay?
And watch a Canada team win the cup.
Shh, don't you wish that in existence, okay? It's not going to happen. Name one good Canadian team right now.
The Habs?
Not going to happen. But anyways, we own hockey. Not only did the women's team beat Canada, not only did the men's team beat them in the gold medal game.
Escaped.
Beat them. Still counts.
Escaped.
Doesn't matter. Who has the medal, Isaac? Does your little Canadian team have it?
My little Canadian team. I never claimed them.
No, but you said they were going to win, so I'm assuming you're claiming them. Come on. Do they have it?
They have a medal.
Yeah, what color is it?
All right, off.
Yep, exactly. Now, for the other, what is it? The Paralympics. They have a sport called sled hockey or sledge hockey. One of the two.
Yeah, it's crazy looking at it.
And you want to know? You know what team dominated and beat the shit out of Canada? The United States of America. Okay, you understand that? We own that fucking sport now. Now on top of that, you know who we beat to get into the semifinals for baseball? Canada. So guess who owns sports?
All right.
The United States of America, okay? And on top of that, who lost in the World Series this past year?
Now you're just doing too much.
No, I'm just being honest. Who lost?
Toronto Blue Jays.
A Canadian team to the LA Dodgers. So let's keep it moving. Canada, welcome to the United States of America. It's time to talk some Pens football, Pens hockey.
Pens football. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
that Bender really did something to you.
All right, be quiet. I am tired from today. Today was stressful and annoying. The drive home wasn't any better. But we'll get into it off camera. But, all right, Pens Week in Review. Tuesday, March 3rd, 2-1 loss to Boston. That was an ugly loss.
Well, it was just the team didn't know how to team. Stuart Skinner played a really good game that game.
Yeah.
It was just the team didn't know how to shoot.
No, exactly.
Seems to be a thing against Boston.
We just can't beat Boston. What?
Yeah.
Sorry, my phone's
Phone's-
up. My bad. Now, Thursday, March 5th, 5-1 loss to Buffalo.
Buffalo's actually a good team.
Buffalo's a wagon.
What, dude? Are they? I think they're first in the Atlantic right now.
They're first or second.
First or second. I'm opening it up right now. But yeah, that was a bad game. That was a bad game.
Oh, then it gets even worse. Saturday, March 7th, 4-3 loss to Philly. Not any loss, Isaac. Another shootout loss. Because that's just you know what we're known for this year. Shootout losses.
You can't even blame it on the goalies. You just blame it on. I guess they can't execute it in practice, so they can't execute it in a game.
Yep. So now let's get to Sunday, March 8th, 5-4 win versus Boston.
In overtime.
We
won a game in overtime.
Holy shit, Isaac.
That and I edited the overtime goal for Pens Radio Network. By the way, you should go follow at Pens Radio Network on Instagram and Twitter and not TikTok and Facebook. Shameless plug. It's like very, very shameless. But that was an 80,000 view day.
Wow. Aren't you proud of yourself?
That was pretty nice.
All right, now Tuesday, March 10th, 5-4 shootout loss to Carolina. Hey, Isaac, guess what?
Another fucking shootout loss.
Another shootout loss.
Yeah.
Woo! So exciting.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Buffalo is first in the Atlantic.
Yeah, I knew they were top.
They have a 4-point gap over the Lightning.
Holy shit.
The Lightning.
Yeah. All right, Thursday, March 12th, 6-2 loss to Vegas. We just gave up in the third period.
I don't really know how to describe that other than, I'm 0-1-0 when drinking Red Bulls during games.
Yeah.
For someone that doesn't drink energy drinks. Oh, by the way, I got to put this in here.
I was going to say, wasn't this... All right.
There you go.
Now to round it out. A comeback from the dead. We came back from dead, Isaac. Like, we were dead.
We were dead.
A 4-3 win at Utah against the Mammoths.
And Logan Cooley, who almost got killed by the post again.
Yeah, but It's not the team name I wanted. You know what team name I wanted?
You wanted the Storm and Mormons.
I wanted the Storm and Mormons. God, what a team name that would have been.
You know they would have gotten sued into the ground.
Yeah, but it don't matter.
It would have been worth it.
Way worth it. All right.
Oh my god.
Now let's talk some upcoming games.
Yeah.
Tonight we are at Colorado. Oh boy, that's going to be an ugly game.
That's going to be although Evgeny Malkin is back, Justin Brazeau is back.
Yeah, but we're missing our top penalty killer.
Yeah, Blake Lizotte out.
Yeah.
Yay.
Woo, that makes me so happy. And then
honestly they should run 11 forwards and 7D.
Agreed.
If I'm being honest.
Agreed.
And take Soderblom out of the lineup.
Mm-hmm. Wednesday, they are at Carolina. Saturday, home against Winnipeg. And then Sunday, to round out the weekend, we are home against Carolina. We have the hardest schedule to end the year. It is.
We literally, we are the number one strength of schedule.
This is insane.
Yep, because we save all the good opponents for later.
When do you think Crosby's coming back?
I hope he's coming back this weekend, but they're not saying a lot.
No, like
when it comes to his injury status.
I was listening to the fan on the way home, and Pony said on Andrew Filipponi, local, I want to say the top radio local guy right now.
Up there.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, current that everyone likes. Well, likes, dislike. He's starting to get his flowers, which is deserved. But anyways.
Yeah.
He was saying that Kyle Dubas is in Florida with the GM meeting, and it was very like a PR type of answer from Kyle Dubas about Crosby, saying how it was, well, he's better than what he was. He'll be, whenever he's fully comfortable, he'll come back. No shit. Like, come on.
Okay.
Like,
cool. What does that mean?
This is week 3 of 4 of being on the IR.
Yeah, and we knew he was gonna miss the time. But combined with the Olympics, he's been out for almost 6 weeks.
Yeah, which is insane.
So, you, Radko Gudas.
Oh, yeah, and that gets better, because is there any roster updates? Because I don't see them on the rundown.
Oh, yeah. We have roster updates. So we talked about Braz. We talked about... actually, we haven't talked since trade deadline. So the Penguins, before the trade deadline, well, besides the Sam Girard trade, which we already broke down, which Sam Girard is also hurt. Yay. They only made one trade on deadline day, which was acquiring Elmer Soderblom from the Detroit Red Wings for a 3rd round pick. Okay. So Elmer Soderblom, I don't know how much you watched the last weekend at home before this road trip, but as someone who got to see him up close, oh my God, for that size of a man, he is ridiculously fast.
Yeah.
He is ridiculously fast. The problem is, he can barely shoot.
Yeah.
He just... yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I figured.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's... I like the size.
Yeah.
6'8".
252.
Fucking huge.
Enormous.
Certified.
Big ass man.
Yeah. So
I haven't been in the locker room since they've acquired him because there wasn't enough staff that weekend, but once I go in the locker room, I'm going to see him. I'm going to just like stand stock still and be like, what the fuck? If I get him for a walk-off interview, I'm not going to be able to reach him I'm not gonna be able to like get the headphones up to him. Like,
I mean, you're not wrong. That's huge. He's a whole.
it was hard. It was hard enough to do it with Braz, who's 6'6".
Yeah, I know. God, I wanted us to make a splash.
We didn't need it though. We didn't need it.
We need more offense.
Well, we're ninth in the league in goals for.
I wanted more offense, Isaac. I want more firepower. Especially right now when we don't have Crosby or, Malkin's back now, but
Yeah.
like we need it while Sid's
But we
out.
played the last 4 games without Sid, Malkin, or Braz.
It's been tough to score.
Yeah. Yeah. I would just like to say, Anthony Mantha, oh my God, he's going to get a fucking bag.
Yes, and he deserves it, and we better fucking pay him.
I hope we do, because he's 31. That's what's crazy about it. He's only 31.
We got to figure it out. We have so much to figure out in the off season.
I think, honestly, I think I might be mildly okay letting Dewar walk. I wouldn't love it.
We got to figure out Gino and all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, my number one priority right now is Nolachari.
Yes.
100%. Then Anthony.
Achari and Mantha.
Yeah.
Those are...
And then Stu.
Yeah, we got to keep Stu. I'm sorry. They were talking about it again on the radio today, like what we're going to do in the playoffs. The goaltending. I'm more comfortable with Stu than I am with Shelovs in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, Shelovs has played, like 5, 6 playoff games? He got them to Game 7 against the Oilers in 24.
Yeah, but Skinner got them to the Cup twice.
I know, but he was also yanked a few times. But honestly, I think more of the Oilers not being able to finish it off is the coaching staff, now that I look at it.
Yeah. Because Stu's playing great for us.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, talking about Edmonton, you think I'll forget about this. For the first 3 months of hockey, me and Isaac had a debate about a certain player. How I said it's going to come time when he's back to normal. And when we traded him, I was very happy. Isaac was a little pissed off.
I was just like, why now of all times?
Tristan Jarry. He's back to Tristan Jarry, Isaac.
He's back to something. He's unplayable right now. This is the worst he's ever looked.
Yep. And guess what? Who was right?
All right. F*** off.
Who was right?
All right. Fine, you were right.
Thank you. Okay?
But
No buts. Deal with it. I was right.
He had a great first month and a half here.
Yes. This happens every year, Isaac. And Kyle Dubas saw what was going to happen. You know what he did? Sell him when he was doing great. And now we got Skinner, who's playing a lot better than him. We flipped the other guy into somebody else that's pretty good.
We flipped Brett Kulak into Sam Girard, who is now hurt, but was okay.
No, he's
flying
around the fucking ice, though. He's fucking fast.
Yeah.
He's doing great. Isaac, this upcoming week of Hockey Week, they got to lock in.
Yeah.
They got to keep on picking up 2 points.
They got to keep picking up 2 points, and we have to hate watch. We are officially Islanders hate watch merchants.
Jeez.
So we play the Avalanche tonight. The Islanders are at Toronto tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Toronto's on a 3-game Well, no. Where is Toronto in there? They beat the Wild yesterday, which, what the fuck?
Yeah.
In Minnesota, too. Double what the fuck?
In Minnesota.
In Minnesota. They took the Sabres to overtime. They beat Anaheim 6-4, and they've done that all without Austin Matthews.
Yeah.
But they play the Islanders in Toronto tomorrow. And we're also Blue Jackets hate watchers. The Blue Jackets The Blue Jackets are home against the Hurricanes tomorrow. Ooh, which means that Carolina's on a back-to-back when we play them on Wednesday. On the second half of back-to-back.
That's right. We'll see. All right, Isaac. Well, between the interview with Matt and this, I'm ready to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Sorry for the wild episode that this is, with 2 different setups and everything else that's been going on. Today has been a day.
It's been everything that we didn't want.
No, it's been great. But next week's going to be a lot better. We should be in studio.
Yeah.
Should be in studio.
Should be. We'll see.
But next week's episode's a special one, Isaac.
Yeah, because it is opening week.
Yeah, opening week. And Nathan Shivens from the We Are Family podcast is coming on to break down the MLB season, preseason, and everything else. And break it down and see what we're going to predict. And you're going to hear our starting 9 and our starting rotations next week. You excited?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm pumped.
I'm so pumped for baseball to be back.
I am ready for baseball. I'm excited for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah. I was just talking to my girlfriend, and I was saying, dude, I am so excited for Pirate baseball. I don't know why. I'm just so excited. I'm scared. I've never been this excited.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was it for today. My name is Ryan Thielet.
My name is Isaac Graves.
And this was the Thielet Graves podcast. And enjoy your week of sports.